Oh my god, it's a Scott card? The guy in the card looks like Scott. No, scratch that. It is Scott. After all, nobody else could have had such a punchable face. But the man in the card isn't wearing a Graphia Academy uniform. It's more IPC, right? Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Homer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Honkai Star Rail, and we're here still in Plan Arcadia, and we have a Scott card, which honestly, the cards look so cool that, like, it doesn't matter who's on the card. They're going to look awesome. Like, I love the idea of, like, this trading card game. It's so cool. Something quietly shatters in your mind. You remember now he was wearing an Interastral Peace Corporation. Oh, so this might help us. Like, break free of this 2 years later fantasy thing. Memories that shouldn't exist flood into my mind. This man called Scott isn't a student here just like you. I have to contact March 7th right now. You called March 7th over and showed her the card.
That's Scott. No, wait.
Did you hear that?
I remember now.
There was like a break almost as well. What do you remember?
We found Mr. Yang in the dean's office, but Sparxie
Yes.
suddenly popped out. We were actually here to find Miss Dolly.
Crazy that, like, the thing that saved the day was a picture of Scott, you know? Scott fans win.
But why did we come to see Miss Dolly in the first place?
The mask.
Yeah. What exactly did we come here for?
I love this because there's actually, like, see, like, it's like their brain is still a little bit foggy, right?
Remember how Sparxie kept ordering students to rummage through every corner of the school?
And that's so interesting as well. They're trying to find the mask.
Students, today is campus cleanup day, so help Dean Sparxie find that thing. Search places like the archive room from top to bottom.
So I wonder, is Sparxie using, like, this kind of, like, cognitive, like, changes, like, in this way? Like, is it a thing where it's, I guess that's what's happening, because, like, this kind of explains that, right? It's like, she's using, like, this kind of, like, cognitive change to, like, help her find the mask by using all the students, by making all the students think she's the dean.
Maybe we should check out the archive room she mentioned.
That's a good idea. That's awesome. It's just a great, no way we got the card? I mean, okay. Like, why not? You know, a Scott card? This is awesome. This is so cool. Yeah, like, it's just, it's, we have, like, these stories quite a bit in Honkai Star Rail, which is, like, the stories of, like, is it real, is it fake? Even though we know it's, like kind of this, like, kind of, like, weird, otherworldly thing. Like, it's a dream, it's reality, like, it's mixed with dream and reality. But that's, like, a theme in Honkai Star Rail, like, and it's not, like, a bad thing, because I feel like they do it, like, in a different way each time, you know, and it has a different purpose each time. And this time around, to use it as a way for Sparxie to gain advantage in the Phantasmal Moon games is actually a really smart way of doing it. Especially since, like, we knew our goal when we came here was to get that mask. For Sparxie also has a big passion for the Phantasmal Moon games as well, and doesn't want the IPC to even nearly succeed, which is fair. Using this kind of, like, cognitive change to get that is a very, like, smart way of doing it. There's, oh, you can see, like, welt in the room there. That's so cool. Yeah. Go and try and find Miss Dolly. It's just a really great idea. Again, they always use it in a different way.
The gym teacher is sick again.
Our gym teacher sick again?
Looking for new members.
This is the archive room? What is that? Sorry, let me just check this out really quickly. What is that? It's just some... This looks like very masked fool-like, maybe? I don't know, but, like, it's kind of weird. Investigate? Ah, this place is terrifying. I didn't even offend anyone. Why did I get assigned here? What are you doing? Sparxie told me to keep an eye on the students here, but that's all. The place is so creepy. I don't dare open them at all. Still, since it's so scary here, no one ever comes by. I can just nap with my eyes shut. Well, I came. All right, no one usually shows up here. What you did? That means you're not ordinary, are you? You must be terrifying. Please go away. I'm scared. Don't dare to look at you. So yeah, I do think that this is like... Maybe, like, I don't know, like, it seems like very masked fool, like, with the faces and stuff like that as well. But why is it just this section? Is it to scare people to not come down here into the archive section? Is that possibly it? Who knows? Yeah, there is students in here looking as well. Cool environment over here. Tape? That's not what we have to collect. Okay, sorry. I was like, why? In the archive room, students were frankly rummaging through the cabinets and drawers.
Oh, did the dean send you here? Seriously, Leaving us here to do all the work is just too much.
What did the teacher ask you to look for?
What's going on? Not paying attention in class is bad enough, but you don't even listen to the teacher's instructions?
Here's the thing, like, I think that, like, you know, I never would ever make fun of somebody for, like, paying attention, because, like, again, I paid attention in class, you know? But, like, it's also one of those things where it's like, I'm also never gonna, like, lecture someone else for not paying attention, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you didn't pay attention in class? It's like, dude, come on. Like, let people just live their life. As long as it's not disrupting you, you know? It's fine, you know?
Have you seen a mask with a smile
Here's the
on
mask.
it? The teacher told us to find it.
A mask? Now I remember. We came here to look for a mask.
We did indeed.
What a coincidence. I'm here for the same thing. Get to work already.
Like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, and here's the thing, I think dedication and hard work is not a terrible thing, right? Depending on the situation. But, like, I also think that, like, don't be that person. You know what I mean? Here's the thing, I think there's time and places, right? For example, if you're in, like, I totally get, like, here now, and you're like, well, why aren't you doing stuff? We also have to do this stuff too. That would be kind of frustrating, right? But, like, also, like, you know, if you're in a workplace and someone's not pulling their weight, it can be very frustrating too. But I'm just talking about, like, you know, in a general thing of, like, you don't pay attention in class. It's like, dude, like, who gives a damn? Who cares? We were sent to find Miss Dolly.
Do you know which teacher is Miss Dolly?
How should I put this? She is such a unique woman. Super unique. Once you meet her, you will never forget what she looks
Oh,
like.
yeah?
Whoa. How beautiful is this Miss Dolly?
March went to beautiful. Girl enjoyer March.
Huh? Beauty and Miss Dolly have nothing to do with each other. If you have any group photos or faculty event pictures, I can point her out to you. But seriously, are you going to help me with this work or not?
March, didn't you show me a group photo earlier?
We did.
I have a class photo right here.
Wait.
But it only shows 2 teachers.
Is it literally a doll? Like the doll in the back?
Seriously? There are 3 teachers in this photo.
Welt, Sparkle, and the doll in the back. Scott looks cool here, and that's the problem.
Isn't Miss Dolly right here?
Wait, that's Miss Dolly?
The one in the back, right? I didn't even notice that the first time.
She's a charm doll? Probably the teacher who's worked the longest out of the entire staff. Wait, don't tell me you've never taken her Imagenesis class.
We have not.
I finally remember it. Himeko told us we must find Miss Dolly and take the mask back from her. Darn it. That wretched Sparxie had us running in circles.
At least we figured it out now, you know? 2 whole years wasted is a crazy line.
2 years? Wait. Even those 2 years were fake.
They were indeed. They were indeed. They were. I love how bitter March is.
But all the pain of studying felt so real.
Yeah, honestly.
That just makes Sparxie even more annoying.
Well, what's so funny about like for me as well? Like I'm like, I actually is it maybe you guys like notice maybe there's like a psychological thing to this or something like that as well. But like in the moment when I was studying, you know, I used to like write down, you know, read, write, say, you know, read, write, say. I used to not be too upset about it. I actually kind of like enjoyed it when it came to like school and college. But then like nowadays, if you ask me to like go back and like study stuff for like a test, I'd be like, oh, never. I don't know if it's just because when you're in the moment, it doesn't feel as bad, but when you're so far removed, it's like, I'm kind of with March, I'm like the pain.
2 years of studying were nothing but an illusion. At most, we've only been trapped here for 2 hours. It's not too late to act now. Now that we know what Miss Dolly looks like, it's time for me to step up.
Yeah, you're stepping up? March is serious mode activate?
Miss Dolly has vanished. Either she's been captured, or she's actively hiding from Sparxie. All we need to do is find her. I'll show Sparxie how the power of the remembrance should really be used. It'll just cost us some film.
Look at it, look at the scrunchy face of March.
Even though Miss Dolly is in hiding, we can still capture her lingering memories. Follow the trail of these memo sprites.
Oh my god, March is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I love that they're calling on like oh, there they are, the memo sprites. Oh my god, March. Like, you know what I mean? I love that they're calling back to like, you know, previous things where it's like, okay, yeah, March can like still utilize some of this stuff here. March is heavily tied to the remembrance, you know? Oh, this area down here, yeah.
We're getting real close. There's a fragment of Miss Dolly's memory here.
Is here?
I got a photo
Oh
of
my
her.
god. It's like a literal like doll.
That's Sparxie. She's not really the dean at all.
And Dolly figured it out.
What are her intentions?
The voice as well. So this area that is kind of like spooky and scary and kind of has like kind of a little bit of a aha tinge to it. Is definitely related to that stuff too. The main story, I mean.
She is searching for me. I must stay.
Oh, that is terrifying. Michael Myers, Sparxie.
Seal off the Imagenesis classroom. Can't let her find me.
Found it. Let's go. We have to get the mask
What the hell?
before Sparxie does.
Wait, that's the other when we saw it under Stell. What the hell?
Door to
That's so
this
scary.
classroom. It's locked. Just as I thought. Better look for another way in.
Oh my god, there was another Stell here as well. Honestly, like the way they set it up is like, you know, like just in simple snapshots of like Dolly running away from Sparxie, like was actually kind of scary. Like, and it worked pretty well, right? It was like it shows how like, you know, Dolly realized what was happening and how like Sparxie doing this is actually something that can be like very like powerful, but it doesn't affect everybody. Some people can break free from it. Also as well, I love March using those powers. I love using the camera for this. Like, what a way to like, you know, actually like not just give, you know, forget about the fact that like, you know, March has these like Pat Strider powers, you know? It's really cool. Man, the fact that they like let us do this at all is so fun. I'm so grateful. Bomb and bomb, but what? Independent jump, there are bombs and their associated bomb buttons. Press a bomb button, activates a linked bomb, causing it to explode. Okay. It's like in Crash Bandicoot when you press the button that knocks, destroys all the nitrous, right? Music is great here as well. Hey, yay, 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 yay. Oh. Hey, yay, yay, let's go. I want those 2 coins too. The coins actually remind me of the what you call it game. The Toy Story game on the PlayStation. I don't know if you guys ever like played that. It was on the original PlayStation. It's actually really just a fantastic game. It really is. So that followed Hollow Knight rules. I'm just pressing down on the thing, which is really cool. How do we get these coin olas? Oh, probably just jumping up on the side then, right? Good jump, you basically a spring, thank you. They should give me a card. A beautiful card. Man, I love the way they're using like an actual like real life obstacle all the time as like actual like platforming stuff. That's really cool. It's a really great idea. Wait, what the hell is this?
Are you a student from Graphia Academy? I've already sealed this classroom. How did you
This
find
occult
me?
circle here? It reminds me of like White Day or something.
Miss Dolly? Don't be afraid. Himiko sent me.
Give up. I will never hand over what she entrusted to me to outsiders.
Oh, so she's like, it's a lack of trust here.
Imposter Dean outside is rummaging for it too, right?
That's right. The masked fool Sparxie pulled off a takeover of the academy. It took me so much work to find you.
Yeah.
I'm one of the nameless on the Astral Express. And right now, I'm the only one who can protect you. Please, you must trust me.
Great speech, though. Great speech.
The Astral Express. Indeed. I read about its arrival in Plain Arcadia in the papers and saw it on TV recently. Since you claim to be Himako's friend, answer a few questions about her. If your answers are correct, I will entrust you with the map.
I do love that there's just someone here who trusts Himiko so much, which makes sense because, like, you know, Himiko is great and also it does have a lot of people's trust around the world.
I'm ready for this.
Hopefully.
Fire away.
Hopefully I'm ready for this.
What kind of coffee is Himako
Oh,
best at brewing?
I don't know.
Wait a second. How could you ask such a question? Don't you know her coffee is absolutely undrinkable?
Trick question.
Looks like you've suffered from it
That's
yourself.
great.
Then here's the second question. What kind of people does Himako hate
Again,
the most?
no one should ever bad about Himiko's coffee. If it's bad, you just drink it and you accept it, okay? Just, it's Himiko, right? Don't ever be bad to Himiko.
A real chatterbox with a silver tongue. Word is, she even managed to kick a nameless off the express because of that.
That does make sense, because I feel like Himiko's always the first person, like, to counter anyone who talks a lot, like, who does, like, the kind of, like, suave talking, or maybe, like, tries to, like, do the kind of, like, manipulative talking. She's, like, the first person to kind of be, like, you know, shut them down with one sentence.
I may not know much about her time on the express, but that does sound just like the bossy vibe she had back.
Oh my god, Himiko in school, can you imagine?
Very well. I can almost trust you. The final question. Himako experienced the greatest regret of her life during her time at this school. What was that?
Who knows? Could it be about that time she got a stylish short haircut to
What?
keep up with the trends?
Man, that's so fun. That's such a funny answer.
She actually told
That's
you that
brilliant.
story. It seems you really are her friend. But that's not the answer.
Huh? Did I really get played by that guy?
It isn't that you were wrong. Perhaps Himako never told you. Now that I think about it, she might never bring herself to share such a burden.
Something that bad?
The thing she regretted most must be what happened 15 years
Whoa.
ago. No. Better not bring that up.
Interesting. Something happened 15 years ago she regrets the most.
You truly are Himako's friend.
Well, so yeah, like the whole short haircut thing, like it can be like, you know, the best choice you've ever made, or it can be the worst choice you've ever made. There's so many people where it's like, you know, when they cut their hair, it's like, wow, you have just expanded your life, you know. And then there's so many people who like cut their hair, and you're like, oh, you know, and you never be mean, you never say, but you're kind of like, yeah, like, you know. You think to yourself, the long hair definitely like suited you better, you know? Recently, like Kim Lip got her hair cut, and it's like, yeah, her hair long is amazing, but the hair short is also really cool too. Whoa!
Since you proved that you're Himako's friend, I will give it to you.
What a cool way of revealing the mask! That's such a cool way of doing it.
Wait, if you're right next to me, then who's this?
Stop.
Thank you.
Oh my god, that was, wait, how did no! It would, oh god, I didn't even think that could happen, no!
The mask is mine now.
Oh my god, and that looks so cool.
What? I actually let myself be fooled by such a cheap trick.
Wait, so that would mean that we went through that Sparxie went through the mini game? Right? Wait, but like here's the thing. She knew so much about Himiko. But I guess the coffee thing you could know, right? For sure. Man. I mean, Sparxie got one over on us, 110%. And it's a very very Sparkle thing to do, right? But it was like, it's very Sparxie in a way. I just wasn't expecting that whatsoever. Because again, it's one of those things where I thought was going to happen when the mask came out and Stella was about to grab it. I thought Sparxie was going to come in right then and grab it. right? I thought that's what was going to happen. That's actually like really well done. That's really well done.
You two came much too late.
Sorry, Miss Dolly. Darn it! Sparxie got ahead of us again! But how could she know so much about Himeko?
Yeah.
That man with glasses seems to have no issues with becoming a teacher. Once I took your forms and chatted with him, I got everything I wanted to know.
Are you kidding me? Like he Welt spilled the beans. Welt's just such a natural teacher that he just adapted this place so much. Which again, I think what probably would happen in different cognitive like warping, right? Is like if someone is well adapting already to this world. Like for example, March adapted really quickly to this place because she wanted to go back to school, right? Welt is already someone who teaches us all the time, so it makes sense that he would adapt to this place, right? It makes sense. I said already, but like again, I know I'm sidetracking here, but Sparxie's outfit is so freaking cool. But that mask was so sick too, like the bunny mask. The laugh.
Sometimes trust among companions can be quite dangerous.
Well, she has one. She has the mask now that Himeko wanted us to get. I feel terrible.
Now you've done
Oh my-
it. How dare you trick Mr.
Oh,
Yang?
March. How dare you turn into me? Sparxie, give up the mask. Like, the fact as well that March is, like, very upset the fact that she would even, like, do anything to Welt, right? And it makes sense, right? Welt means the world to them. This music as well.
You have really made me angry. She can't run away anyway. So, why don't we take the mask from her by force? Woohoo! Congratulations, you found the missing link.
Her voice actor's so good.
The mask of elation that has been worn is like a clipped movie ticket. It only belongs to the one who used it first during the Ventus Moon Games. Seems you're completely unaware of such simple common sense. How sad.
So when now that she's worn it, like, we can't even get it. So, like, it's null and void now for anyone else. That's so interesting as well. What did she explain why she put it on and took it off, right? She's using this mask. Man, like, again, you have to, like, I know, like, you don't have to, but I do have to. In terms of, like, a plan and, like, the way she did things, having, like, us, like, follow. Because, again, we had the thing, remember that question mark with, like, we're, like, it was, like, you know, and which probably was, like, you know, I thought was the Stell thing, as we were following Stell around. So at that point, her pretending to be Stell was, at all this time, was Sparxie roaming around the place, right? And the reason why it's so well done is that she was technically probably like following us at all moments. She was near us at all moments. And we just didn't realize all the time that she was there. She was just like following our every move to get to Dolly as well. Like again, I give props as like, you know, from the sidelines of being like, that's actually pretty well done. Like Sparxie, that was a pretty well executed plan.
What? Astral Express out! The only one worthy of joining the games is the adorable Sparxicle.
Oh my god. Again, you guys, I can't be biased just because she beat us, right? You guys know I've said it a million times, a character that called themselves adorable or cute is amazing. You know what I mean? But does that mean we're actually out?
Now then, it is time to treat my fans. You two will stay and witness my Sparxicon that I've carefully prepared.
Sparxicon?
Right?
Again, the reason why the voice actor is so good is like she's playing with every word. You know what I mean? She's playing with she's playing with every single word, and that's the way you would want like a character like Sparxie to be.
Now then, it is time to treat my fans.
Treat my fans.
You two will stay. And witness my Sparxicon that I've carefully prepared.
Like every single word is being played with. Like it's so good. Sparxicon.
This will be a spectacle that shakes all of Plain Arcadia to its core. A grand performance unlike any before. It's brought to you by Sparxicle and live streamed across the entire
Oh dear
web.
lord.
You don't need to know the program list, because I will erase the last residues of resistance and hostility in your hearts and turn you into my loyal fans. My dear fans, time to prepare. Carry out these two noisy haters for now. I have more important work.
Oh, there's
to
those
attend
enemies again. Remember, yeah, and it's so interesting as well. Like it's like this angle of Stell, like with the arm solos. But yeah, like it's like legitimately like again weaponizing like a how do I say, like it's like again the parasocial aspect of like a YouTuber or streamer being like, these guys are haters, get them, you know. It's still being utilized here. So yeah, Sparxicon, I guess. Such a crazy design. It's actually like really like twisted but really interesting to look at.
Dear fans, be charmed by me. Fight for me. Give me all your joy, sorrow, and obsession. Give me every last drop of
Wow. Like almost again being elated.
your wish power.
Wish power. Yeah, being elated, which makes
That
sense, the
breathing
elation, but like being
sensation.
elated at the idea
Remember
of having all this fandom. It's almost like an addiction, right? So
Going
again,
all
such
in.
interesting designs.
Tabs on me.
But that's what we're excited to see as well
We're
when it
just
comes to like
having
Plan Arcadia as well, right?
Relax.
There's all the new interesting enemy designs along with the character designs too.
Good times never last. Time
I
to
hope
say
she says
bye.
I'm praying.
Boom.
Thank God.
All these hands, they're far too strong.
This music's awesome too.
If this continues. Wait. Who are you?
Wait, who are you? What? What do you mean, who are you? Is she saying like in terms of like, yo, are you the real version or whatever?
The harmony will soon play in unison.
Stand still.
Maybe that's what they meant.
Didn't hurt.
Watch your head.
Tell him. You tell him.
Relax.
Yeah, it's probably best to go for this one. Now we can go for this as well.
Good times never last.
Guys, if she doesn't save
Time
room,
to
I'm gonna be
say
so upset.
bye. Boom.
Perfect.
Better hedge your bet.
I guess we can just start attacking as well, right?
Stand
No
still.
point. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you so much, Himiko. Himiko. Kafka.
Do not worry. I will lend her a hand.
What? Darkness strays over you like a canvas. When he lifts you, you find yourself somewhere else. What? Was that a welt?
Is this the archive
What
room?
happened? The dizziness from teleportation feels like the weightlessness during the express warping, but weirdly makes your head spin is discovering that March 7th is by your side. Yeah. Looks like whoever tried to help could only barely manage to get you alone to safety. So like, was that welt getting us to safety? Like us alone to safety?
Hey there, my sweetest
Oh, no.
fans. The mission of finding the mask and Miss Dolly has been a complete success. But just moments ago, a gray-haired,
No,
black-hearted hater slipped into the academy, plotting something dreadful against Sparxicle.
No.
I am so scared. You won't stand by and let the adorable Sparxicle be hurt, right?
She's a genius. She's a genius. She's weaponizing this in like such. Again, I'm not trying to give credit to like like someone who's like trying to capture Cell, but I'm saying that like this, it's like she's utilizing this like whole thing in like the very Sparxicle way, right? And it fits her character so well. The whole thing of like, oh, I'm scared, like it is weaponizing it in the exact way that she's done before.
Where could she be hiding in the school? Please? Let's root out this villain together.
Oh my god, the voice acting's so good.
Everyone, let us drag that intruder.
You see what I mean? Like she knows exactly what she's doing.
They will not be able to hide for long.
It doesn't take a rocket science to figure out that you can't defeat Sparxie and her rabbit fans all by yourself. Report to Himiko? Himiko, help! No! No, wait. Stay right there. Don't move without my fans speaking. So we basically like give her a ping for our location. I expect Sparxie began plotting for this for a while. She won't leave you in the slightest chance to escape. Yeah, this was all like a calculated plan by Sparxie, 100%. Outside the door hurried, a chaotic footsteps gradually approached.
Hiding won't save you. We will drag you out.
This is horrifying. This is absolutely horrifying. Rabid like streamer fans at your door? I'd run.
Have you reached the end of your rope?
Huh? Where? A poster jarringly out of place. That's the poster of the lady that we saw at the start, right? Has appeared in the archive room's blackboard. You swear you hadn't seen it the last time you were here. Look closely at the poster. With ears that sway like the feeble willows in a gentle breeze, a half-lidded eyes like autumn waters ready to slumber. A pink-furred fox? I thought it was like a rabbit. The pink-haired person, where have I seen?
This pink-haired person. Where have I seen
the group
this
photo.
person
The group photo. Are we gonna meet Jishao?
Is that right? No.
Zhao Shu.
That can't be.
That'd be so funny. But no, like it's I forget the name, but they were on the banner. They were on the banner.
I remember now. She's the fox girl in the class
I always thought it was Rabbit.
So you actually managed to remember. Seems like this is what they call in comics a fateful encounter.
Yeah?
You stumble into a bit of trouble, and I will happen to show up here.
Wait, so like, is that true, or is she just like, you know, referencing comic books? Like, is like because we're in trouble, she was able to appear?
Hey, come a little closer.
Does everyone in frickin' Planet Arcadia have a mysterious voice? Oh, what's happening now?
Come closer.
Everything's like a horror movie now. Look at the lighting as well.
Don't be.
Oh my god! Wait! Oh my god, she's like a cartoon character and Stell turned into a...
I think I'm stuck inside.
Oh no. Oh! And she pulled us in. That was a really great way of get her to pull us in as well. But like, Stell turned into a comic book frame very quickly, right? Like,
What is this place?
there's the mask that Sparxie just got, right? What's so fun about that is that like they made this character show up right by like in this very horror filled like, oh my god, this is scary, what's happening, oh my god, what's happening, and then like she turns into almost like a deflated cartoon character. Like, it was a great scene in terms of like comedy. I loved it. Like, the directing was great. I loved the moment of Stell turning into like a comic book character, a manga character, and then one of the most creative ways of getting like a character to like pull Stell into the into a different world is by just being like, I'm stuck, you know, and like whoop. It was actually just really well done. And I think it plays on our expectations of like the already like scary stuff with Sparxicle and like stuff like that as well. And the fact that we're already a little bit nervous too. That's a rabbit, right?
Two nameless came through here a few hours ago and asked the exact same question.
Oh my god.
I'll use their answers to reply
Is
to
she
you.
actually just a cartoon character? Is she actually Bugs Bunny of this world?
This is a place in the world in Canvas, known as the Phantom Moon Courtyard. According to ancient texts, this is the heart
Very
of the
cool.
Phantom Moon Games ceremony.
Oh, she looks awesome, doesn't she?
Oh, and one of those nameless is playing the part of a teacher at the school. Oh dear, was that a spoiler? That's not
She
good.
plays everything she like talks about seems to be about like stories and manga. Like her first ever appearance in this game was her like shoving a manga into the camera for a transition.
Greetings,
Like protagonist. She's freaking Bugs Bunny. Look at this. She's Bugs Bunny. Oh my god, no, she's adorable. What a smile. So I really am the protagonist. The protagonist of Wonder, you always feel like you're full of incredible adventures. Everyone treats you differently, and you somehow manage to escape death every single time. You have this vague, indescribable feeling that you're important to this universe. It's so funny because, like, yes, Stell is important, but the way they describe Stell is actually always very important to me as well, which is like, you're not the most important person in the entire universe. You're not. But you are the person the universe needed, basically. You know, and I think that's like a very good way to put it. It's like, she's not some chosen one, but she is someone who has been chosen. Does that make sense? Where it's like, she's not been chosen by like some grand thing, but she has been kind of like picked, you know, by Elio and that stuff as well. Like, I don't know, it's a really interesting way of looking at it. But I'm already so interested in this character, like the Bugs Bunny-esque, like bouncing around the place, the smiling, not bouncing, you know what I mean, like appearing in different places. And this girl's, she's the wink, oh my god. Yeah, no, it's a great design. This girl summed you up perfectly with just one word, protagonist, no doubt it's about it. She's a genius. We gotta praise her, you know? Yeah, I'm really interested in this character now. Already like charming the boots off me.
Greetings, Miss Fox.
Is she a fox?
Technically, everyone is the protagonist of their own story. But you are different. You are the protagonist of the Fluffy Across the Blue, aren't you?
Fluffy Across the Blue?
Galactic baseball raccoon? You do not really look like
She
a
looks
raccoon.
disappointed. She looks genuinely disappointed.
I forgot to introduce myself.
Okay.
You can call me Evanesia. Great seeing you.
I was calling, when I saw her in the banner, I remember calling her Evanesca. It's Evanesia. Evanesia. She seems like a very playful character. Very interesting, man. Like, because it's one of those things where, like, introducing a new character is... I think it's like something Honkai Star Rail always does very, very well. Usually in the first, like, few seconds, you get, like, a feel for, like, you know, maybe who they are or what they're going to act like. And sometimes, like, it could be a thing where, like, you don't know who they are. Of course, like, I always looked at Jingliu, how, like, Jingliu was, like, mysterious and dark, and you didn't know what they were up to, and then revealed their true colors. But, like, in the first few seconds, they kind of try to give you a little bit of a feel of, like, this is who this character might be.
There's a reflection of the moon in the water. But you can't even see the moon from here.
That's so true, Stell. Oh my god. That's again, that is like fantasy writing at its finest, right? There was a reflection in the moon in the water, but there's no moon in the sky. Like, already that makes us go like, what's happening? I want to know more. This is such an interesting visual, right? I saw this chest from the distance here.
The sacred
gorgeous.
tree. It's beautiful.
And it stands out so well amongst the kind of like muted colors around here. It stands out so well. Yeah, and already when it comes to Evanesia,
Not bad at all.
there is this Bugs Bunny feel, like the kind of like playful feel. She's joking around and she's like dragging herself out of the photo frame. She's pretending to be stuck halfway through. Or maybe she was stuck and then she like pulled us in. She's like, popping up around us, smiling, and winking at us with the sound effects. Like, it's very like cartoon-esque, and I think it's a really like, and you could say like anime-esque as well.
Wait. Isn't this
It's so cool.
Sparxie's mask?
It's such a great idea for a mask. It is. So that means there's like the other masks haven't been worn yet, right? Let's talk to Evanesia.
The first supplicant wearing a mask has appeared. The Phantasm Moon Games will soon begin.
Who are you? Who exactly are you?
Do not be afraid. Just think of me as part of the audience. Like a reader following a comic.
Again, all of her language is based on like manga reading or stories about manga, it seems, or comics, I guess. How do you know that?
A bit of experience. Just like someone who has read enough comics.
Yeah, everything he says.
Superpowered battles and schoolyard romances without any instructions.
So you've experience with the Phantasm Moon games? What did you just say? Fluffy? Yeah, Fluffy. So a blue Fluffy, right? Or
Do you seriously mean you've never read it? The comic that has taken this world by storm?
she's genuinely offended.
It is inspired by the adventures of the Astral Express, telling the tale of cute little animals riding a train across the cosmos. Fluffy Across the Blue.
They actually made a comic about the Astral Express.
Of course, this is plain Arcadia. Any story can be turned into a comic here.
Why were we never told? I never gave my consent. Darn it! We ought to write to wring a hefty sum from that author.
You are such a curious one. You were fleeing for your life a moment ago, yet now you can talk so casually about such nonsense.
Nonsense.
Is that really what matters right now?
No, but that's very. I thought it was like the most Stella answer I could pick, honestly.
Still, that sense of ease. It is entertaining.
Entertaining. Okay, you find this entertaining?
Since you managed to amuse me for a moment, I will grant you a little aid. So, what would you like?
Help me take down Sparxie? Help me leave the school? Help me leave the school?
You want to escape? The match has not even begun, and you have already lost your initiative.
The enemy had both taken your qualification to join and your friends.
Oh no, I meant like bring my friends with me to leave the school as well.
Is to leave in such disgrace truly what you want?
As long as everyone's safe.
I can see it in your eyes, Miss Raccoon. You will not accept defeat.
Okay. My friends are trapped here. I will... Okay. Let's just say I'll defeat Sparxie then. Let's go.
That resolve is interesting. There will always be foolhardy supplicants donning the mask in these ancient Phantas Moon games, laying before the Phantas Moon their madness, fancies, and humor. They would weave schemes to slay monsters descending upon this planet from beyond the sky, steal the laughter of the gods to forge blades that could split mountains, or descend into depths of the world in canvas to swindle the souls of the departed.
Speak plainly. So the people who don the mask in the Phantasm games are the ones who want that 1 minute from Maha, right? And this is all the schemes that they would make to win the Phantasm Moon games, I'm guessing. You know, slay monsters, steal the laughter of the god. Like, maybe this is what they would do after they get the 1 minute of being a god?
Such entertaining individuals have not appeared for ages. Perhaps you have a chance to become one of them? After all, you are the protagonist.
And she keeps using the word like entertainment, protagonist, all this stuff. So the wording she's using is very much based on storytelling.
I can lend you a little power, but an equal price is required. Otherwise, it would violate the rules.
What power is she gonna give us, though?
You must defeat the enemy who pursued you here within the next day and
What?
night. If you fail, your soul will be enslaved by her for all eternity.
That's first of all, that's again,
Do you
that's
accept?
so manga. That's so anime, right? To be like, you know, you have 24 hours to do this thing. It's a death game or whatever. Like, yeah, like, I accept, of course, as if I had a choice. But that's so interesting. We have a day and night, or our soul is forever enslaved.
Then it is done.
It's so interesting. When I saw Evanescia the first time, I thought she was going to be a lot softer, but she's way more mischievous and, like, mysterious than I thought she would be. Which, again, to counter Sparxie, we probably do need another character that is a lot more, like, playful and mischievous and cunning in some ways as well. And a little bit, like, off the wall. Like, to fight someone who is a little bit off the wall, you need to be a little bit off the wall as well, it seems.
Phantas Moon above and sacred tree below. Witness this oath at this moment. As constant as the vault of heaven, as certain as the moon's rise. Let it be never forsworn.
So she's like, there's an actual chant for this as well?
Now come, let me make you more of a protagonist.
Quote protagonist, says Raccoon above it. What is she doing?
Yes, that's it.
Well, she's drawing us. Oh my god, this is so fun. Oh my god, this is so... Oh, it's a raccoon. What? Is that our mask? Or is that just a... For now. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh.
Where's this?
What the hell? Again, the cutscenes in this are so amazing. But like...
Gray hair. Are you alright?
Oh, it's Sparkle. Fantastic. Okay, great. No, actually... It's a rarity that when we see Sparkle, it's always like fun to see Sparkle, but seeing Sparkle actually like is a bit of a comfort now after Sparxie, right? It's so strange to seeing Sparkle. I'm like, oh my god, yes, thank you. But that cutscene's so crazy. The cutscenes have been crazy already in this game because of course you have like stuff like Sparxie in this like new world and like, you know, Sparxie bringing us into like the TV screen and all this stuff as well. But it seems like Evanescia is also like basically like a cartoon character, and the thing we had there was like whether it be like, again pulling us through the wall or like this kind of montage of her drawing is very Looney Tunes to me. I know like it's probably based more on like, you know, the abstract nature of like manga or anime and stuff like that too, but like to me as like someone who grew up like with Looney Tunes cartoons, that's what it feels like. You know, it's like this kind of like, you know, like this montage, and then like the mask I put on her face. I don't know if the mask is like an actual mask or if it's just like a temporary thing. I'm pretty sure it would probably be a bigger deal if we got like one of the Phantasm Moon masks. But then she like shoved her head underwater. And again, I knew she wasn't gonna kill us. But like even the motion of getting someone grabbing Stella's head and like holding them underwater is like terrifying. And it looked terrifying for Stella as well. Evanescia is such an interesting character. So off the wall, so vibrant, so mischievous, so funny. Cartoony, like it's so interesting what we just encountered there. And she talked about the Phantasm games as like an entertaining thing, which again, from the perspective of like Aha, that was also a thing that we talked about. Aha wanted like entertainment, clicks, and he wanted people to like, you know, the music here is beautiful. Gorgeous stuff. So it's interesting, and M&S is also talking about this as a story, as like something that can be like more entertaining and more fun. Sparxie has taken over a school.
Can't say I am surprised. It sounds exactly like something I would dream of, and something she would carry out the moment she awoke.
It is a very Sparxie thing to do to change people's like cognition, I guess.
Still, it ain't too bad compared to the horrors that unfolded in previous Phantasmoon
What happened in the previous ones?
At least you still have friends willing to stand by you, right?
True. What exactly are your connections to Sparky? That's a good question as well.
And now and then I do odd jobs here. Live streaming is one of them.
What?
Sparxie is the name I use to stream online. An avatar that I personally sketched line by line.
Wait, so she... Because we know in this world, like we just saw with the raccoon mask, like when you draw something, it can bring it to life, right? In terms of imagining and stuff like that as well. So it's not just like... That's when she said maybe that's what she means when she said she was like the older model. She was using Sparxie as like a VTuber model. But did Sparxie like separate from her in some ways? She was her live streamer VTuber model.
To keep the streams running, even when I was absent, I breathed a trace of power into that avatar.
Oh, she was like, I gotta do a 24/7 stream, and sleep streams are banned.
Who would have figured that everything changed after the Phantasmoon turned full?
Oh, so when the Phantasmoon turned full, she came to life. Okay, she's no more than just an virtual avatar. You and Sparxie are one and the same. So she came to life.
People offload their wishes and desires to her, and in the end, she too got consumed by these emotions.
Okay.
Once a creation gains a will of its own from the attention of the masses, even its creator can no longer restrain
So the idea that people kept like, you know, worshipping her and basically like in the modern sense of like online culture praying to her, right? They weren't literally like, you know, like, dear Sparxie, but it was like a thing where they were writing in her chat, they were screaming for her, they were chanting for her. It gave her so much attention and so much power that she was no longer able to control it. So that's when the Phantasmoon was full, which is what's happening now with the Phantasmoon games, right? She came to life herself, and she's now her own kind of thing, just from one trace of power that was breathed into her, one trace of life that was breathed into her, because Sparkle wanted to do a 24/7 stream. Why are you here? So interesting. Like, again, what a way to like use like, because usually when games do like streamer culture and stream stuff, you roll your eyes sometimes, right? It's like, okay, you know, it's like, because usually they do like, it's usually written by people that don't know streamer culture, so it's always like a person has their phone out on their desk and they're like, hey, pillow boys, it's me, Johnny, and it's me, you know, I've been streaming for 2 weeks and I got like 10,000 followers, you know, it's that type of way. And like, it's always like, you know, like they'll have a chat that's like, they start streaming and the next day they have like a chat that's going like 20,000 miles per hour. Like, it's like, man, this is going really well, you know? It's like they never really truly like understand it. But I feel like what they've done here is instead of like making it just based around the idea of streamer culture and stuff like this too, they've taken elements from like actual streamer culture, whether it be like parasocialism or the idea of like VTubers or the love and affection that you can get from your fans, and how like, to be honest, that does make a streamer so powerful. The fact that they have such a big fan base that they almost become impervious to pain and being, you know, brought down. They've used all that stuff to adapt it into this story already of the Phantasmoon games, instead of just making it all about streamer culture. It actually is like a really effective way of like using it, in my view.
I've been watching you from the start, waiting for the right moment to step in and help. Sadly, you were either with the IPC's people, or with the Department of Aberration Defense.
So we were always like, in the way.
Then you and Darling March wandered right into that school of bad omens. That was when I realized things had slipped out of my hands. So tell me, what happened in that school?
You wanted to tell that these few hours felt like some sort of dream, but the strange paper mask beside you proves that everything is, so it's a paper mask. Drawn from a piece of paper. Yeah. You can't just draw a Phantasm Moon game mask.
Is this a
Maybe you
mask
can, I don't know.
relation? That grants entry into the
Oh, it
Phantasm
is?
Moon games?
What is it actually? Did she draw us a mask? That's interesting. Okay, I thought that wouldn't be possible. Interesting.
What do you think? Call your companions on the Express ASAP. Or, since this is a civilized society, you could try phoning the Security Bureau.
I've never seen someone use the word civilized in such a bitter manner. Civilized.
But these matters are obviously far beyond what they can do. They say that no one could restrain the supplicant's actions in the past. Ah, those were the good old days of freedom.
Not even security officers would intervene. So, it's interesting. So they're like, because like this power is so powerful at this point as well. Like the security officers here can't do much.
Gray hair, you are so naive. You've been to countless worlds. When the skies collapse and the end draws near,
Honestly,
what can the authorities possibly do? Don't make their jobs.
look at her scrunch face. No, she's correct in a way as well. I'm not trying to be like, oh, poor police officer. No, never. I'm saying that like in terms of like the actual act, like, when we're in Amphorius, what are the soldiers gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, it's up to us. When we're in Penacony, like, what is like the authority there, the Bloodhound gang, really gonna do in the end? Nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah, you could argue like, well, the Xian show did something, but I think even in the Xian show, it's like the soldiers there weren't doing anything. The local police aren't going to do anything. It's like us to have to step up to the plate to do this stuff.
The Phantasm Moon games
Look
are
at 'em.
nothing less than a ceremony set down by the Master of Elation. Amazing miracles always appear in the world after every game ends. Like the birth of a new imagination, unthinkable phenomena, or a future brimming with hope.
It's not that it's a ceremony. So yeah, we know it's a ceremony by the Master of Relation. So miracles appear. Is that the miracles that appear? Are they from the person who got the wish, or is it just naturally because the moon is full of the Imagineer, like being created and stuff like this as well?
Perhaps you have heard this question. If the world's science and technology could leap forward by 100 years at the cost of a single kitten's life, would you kill the kitten?
I won't.
But clearly, plain Arcadia
I mean,
would.
that's most societies, not just plain Arcadia. It's most even modern societies. You know what I mean? That's how they kind of function. It's like and it's not even the greater good, by the way. It's usually the betterment of like people who are at the top, rather than the greater good. You know what I mean? It's not like always like, oh, it's just for the greater good that we have to do this. No, it's usually the betterment of the people that are already on top. So yeah, it is like a thing where it's like they have no problems. They'd sacrifice thousands of lives, you know? And here's the thing, it's like, here's the thing, the world has become desensitized to big, and this is a phenomenon that's been true forever. Like, it's like recently, like, you had like the layoffs that happened, like, for example, like at Xbox, for example, like all the people that lost their jobs, and people are like, it's not that many jobs in the grand scheme of things. And you're like, but you know what? And it's weird that now we got to a stage in life where people are like 3,200 is not a lot of people losing their jobs. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not that a lot. It's like one person losing their job can destroy a whole I feel like people nowadays have become like, not just nowadays, I feel like it's been forever. Like people like are very desensitized to the idea of like, I don't know, the suffering of individuals. I feel like, it's definitely, I'm not going to say like I'm sitting here perfect. Like, there's probably in my life, I've made like maybe a purchase that like wasn't going to benefit people in the best way or something like that as well. Like it's happened, of course it's going to happen. But it's always just so weird how like, there's like such a desensitization to like, the suffering of individuals. I know it's probably different saying, well, that's a lot of people, but and so, because there is a phenomenon that people like get, when there's a lot of people grouped together, people are less shocked and stunned versus when it's one person. But I think even nowadays people are like, that person shouldn't have been there at that time. And you're like, what the hell's happening, man? You know, I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm just feeling that.
Whatever. This is not the time to debate over ethics.
You brought it up.
Gray hair. Are you gonna save Darling March and Mr. Yang or not?
Yeah, of course. Of course. So when she's bringing up the idea of this like this thing here as well, and she's talking about like when it's a ceremony by the Master of Elation. And she's saying that everything changes once it's happened. So like the dangers that are happening within the Phantasm Moon games lead to like new beginnings, new phenomena, new imagine, and all these things. So she's saying that like, yes, things can go awry, things can go pretty bad, but excuse me, like, isn't that a great advancement for the world? And she's asking us directly, like, well, like, is this not a necessary sacrifice? Which again, like, I think that like, you know, you can save people and also still make advancements, 110%. Himiko, something's wrong? Oh, thank God. Don't panic, just take it slow. Our companions are trapped. The mask has been taken. Some of the things that gain self-awareness and could break into reality. She's taking control of the Graphia Academy students, from all the students into teachers, into their fans, and even snatched away the mask you told us to bring us. Now, but March and Mr. Yang are in our hands. Is the Phantasm Moon games always as crazy? A game pleases the masses, a disaster that spares no one. That too, okay. Each Phantasm Moon games is like flipping a coin left to us by elation. No one knows which side it'll be on. Stay put somewhere safe and don't move around. So that's what Sparkle was saying as well. I'll come up and meet with you now. Thank you so much, Himiko. Thank you so much. That's so warming to hear. But what Himiko's saying is like the same thing on Sparkle says. Like this is like a game that pleases the masses, but also a lot of people can end up this way, and like, but they see it as like, oh well, it's advancement. We're gonna have such a after this is over. Just see what happens. Sparkle just standing there.
The hour grows late, Miss Pearl. Matters regarding the Express demand our attention.
Right.
Be
Love her
it the
design so much.
Alliance or the Phantasm Moon games, if you seek deeper cooperation, my doors remain open.
Even the back of the hair is so cool as well.
Then I shall take my leave.
Because what's going to happen, like, let's be honest here. What's going to happen is because of the disaster that could happen here, and even Himiko described as something bad that can happen, Sparkle was, like, referencing the fact that this could get really bad, and people can get hurt and all this stuff as well. Like, just like any other time, right, the IPC knows the right time to, like, make their move, right? The IPC knows the right time to make it kind of like a play. And at our worst, I imagine they will come back. At our worst, I imagine the deal seems a lot spicier. You know what I mean? Like when you're in the worst state. And that's the same with anything, you know, like that's how they do their dealings. Like when Bela, what happened to Topaz? You know, would she have said yes if her world was beautiful and lovely and nice and everything was going good? No. You know? She turns into a goblin.
How intricate human social interaction models are. My extrapolations still cannot account for the full strategy tree of the Astral Express.
So she's saying that she doesn't know exactly what their plan is?
Master, General Yao Guang of the Xianzhou Yuchui is here to see you. Shall we have her wait?
No. The Xianzhou will also become a key ally. Only through enough contact and emulation can we hope to comprehend their methods.
So this is the envoy from the Xianzhou. So is it Yao Guang?
Master, General Yao Guang of the Xianzhou Yuchui is here to
Yao Guang of the Yushui.
Conclusion. I don't think I'll be able to keep copying the painting for the rest of today. Let General Yao Guang in.
Oh my god, we're gonna have to see this conversation? Then where is Don Hong and Sunday? They probably...
I am the honorary dean of the Omniscience Sapientia Academe.
They're building up this reveal.
Master of the Decalite Reflection Barrier. Bearer of the Xianzhou's intangible cultural heritage, the sparrow-shaped fist. And the seer strategist, General Yao Guang.
The eyes are stunning. Like, not even just the eye color. The eye color is stunning, but the eyelashes as well. Look at this, like, fancy, like feather, like, fur thing on the shoulder, and this, like, pendant on the neck. Well, it's like swans, is it? We'll need to see the full design anyway, but like she has like such a sharp look to her eyes. Really, she does. And there's like a bit of mess to her hair, but it's also very fancy and kind of fluffy. So she's the honorary dean of dominance in Sparxie. Like, okay, I don't know why I'm reading this again. It probably doesn't like mean that much to me. Master of the like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna understand it fully. Bearer of the Xianzhou's intangible cultural heritage. So she's like the one who like oversees like the heritage of the Xianzhou. The sparrow-shaped fist. Didn't they mention Yao Guang before? Was it during Amphorius they mentioned Yao Guang? This is so cool.
Thank you for seeing me despite your busy schedule, Madam Pearl.
I mean, seeing new characters in Honkai Star Rail is always great because it's like, here's the thing, it doesn't matter if the character could be like just an okay character, like, okay, they're fine. Like, you know you're going to have the baseline, it's going to be like a great design. And some might say, well, Calvin, you weren't a big fan of like Pela or, you know, some other designs as well. I'm not sorry to pinpoint poor Pela and stuff like that as well, but like, yeah, but like I think that I have such faith in like the fact that like 99% of like designs in Honkai Star Rail are just like great at the baseline. It's like, okay, like I have faith I'm going to see something really cool. 2 examples here.
For a moment, I nearly mistook your words as a fault in language processing.
Oh yeah?
I believed you had brought the entire delegation inside.
Like all the titles she had sounded like she was like more than one person.
Few Intellitrons in the cosmos have a sense of humor. I have heard that, like that genius, you are one of the many wonders wrought by the celestial differentiator of planet Screwlum. Meeting you in person far outshines your reputation.
So she's saying she's few Intellitrons have a sense of humor, but she's from planet Screwlum. And it says wonders wrought. So yeah, like celestial differentiator. So she's from planet Screwlum. Okay, that's so interesting as well. And the part before was like yeah, about the delegation stuff, but then it's like it feels like they're already like going back and forth here with like who's gonna like not control the conversation, but who's like gonna be like the, you know, the commanding force in this conversation. I love Yao Guang's hair. Huh? What are we doing?
Madam Pearl, seeing how you have a calculating look, and with your heart pristine and your outer form so dazzling, I could not help but cast a divination for you.
A divination, okay.
The hexagram lies between fire and heaven, demonstrating a bountiful harvest with your fortunes lying at the zenith or even beyond.
Okay.
I have no training in divination. General, may I ask you to interpret it?
Same, I would also like interpretation as well. This is all like, this is a crazy tension-filled conversation already. Like, why does it feel like two people just like hate each other? Even though I know they don't, you know what I mean? But like, it feels like they're jockeying for position. It feels like they're already like trying to be very subtle within like just a few lines, you know?
Ah, then let me speak in terms even an Intellitron can follow.
Whoa.
I extrapolated your fortune using the Xianzhou's predictive algorithms. The result is 101111, a sign of great blessing. If you treat others with sincerity, abundance will follow.
Okay, so she has to treat people nice and honestly, and something will happen, good will happen for her as well. Okay. So we know that Yang Guang can do like divinations. We know that she said she was part of the cultural heritage of the Xianzhou as well. She's also the Sparxie Academy Master of Decolite. She has all these titles, and she's all, I guess, like, you know, and she's a seer. Is that what she was? She was a seer strategist. Yes, I remember that. It was right before the final battle on Amphorius. They mentioned Yao Guang, the seer strategist, and what she saw. Yeah. Was she on the phone? I think she was. I think she was on the phone. Yeah, she was on the phone.
I have long heard of the Arbiter General's legends. The strategy of General Jing Yuan.
She can sit in the chair.
The courage of General Fei Xiao. The ingenuity of General Hua Yan.
Oh, so she's like really like studied this.
Often, I have wondered, what kind of figures are the Xianzhou generals who remain away from the public eye?
So she's talking about Yao Guang as well. And since she mentions like, you know, the strategy of Genuine makes sense. The courage, yes, 100%. Like, am I wrong in saying this conversation? No, I'm not wrong. I'm definitely not wrong. The conversation has like a lot of tension in it.
Meeting General Yao Guang today, I cannot help but think that with such beauty, you should step into the light more often.
It feels
Looks
like
like
chess.
you've studied the words of the Xianzhou well. You've even learned the art of provocation.
Yeah?
You praise the others for their individual and unique talents. Yet when it comes to me, the only thing you had to say was beauty.
The only thing she said was in the end was beauty and then described me. Which again, she is a beautiful character, but like,
Do not misunderstand me, General. To me, beauty is the rarest of treasures and the most fragile to preserve.
this is like, it's so weird because they're really not saying anything that's like really that bad, but like, why am I clenching during this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like it's not even like, you know when you're in a room with two people and you like you know they're kind of like there's a bit of tension and you're kind of like, oh, like I wish I didn't sit between these two. You know, it feels kind of like that.
Besides, intel on you is truly scarce.
So it's hard to find stuff about her.
It is quite difficult for me to find ways to compliment you.
That's really interesting, right? That way that because she complimented the other generals, it's like what a way to like describe how like we don't know much about you, and like letting the player know that not much is known publicly about Guang by saying like I don't know how to compliment you because I don't know much about you.
But what I do know is the Yuchue is the think tank of the Xianzhou ships.
Think tank, okay.
And its general is the master of all diviners. Speaking purely of deciding the course of affairs, no one is better suited than you to cast the Xianzhou Alliance's vote on whether to join the Anti-Destruction Alliance.
And of course, that's why she's here, of course, to figure out this alliance business as well. Again, like she's such sharp eyes. Like you can tell, like there's just like a very like intelligent, like surveying of like the situation just through her eyes, right? Like you can tell, just like a slight smile, but she's always like focused. Like there's a focus in this character all the time as well. But it's interesting they say like the Xianzhou is like it's a think tank, right? Because of the divining stuff, I guess, and because of the seer stuff and what they see and like what, because they remember, weren't they the ones who were able to that talked about Selenova and all this stuff as well? But is this like her trying to compliment Yaguan as well by saying like, hey, no one's better than you to do this as well, like to figure out if you can join the Xianzhou Alliance as well?
So, General, what is your decision in this?
It's so strange. I've just met Yaguang and already I'm like, I have so much trust and like I feel like I could like trust her in anything. Not trust her in terms of like morally, because I don't know her morally, but I mean just like she has this like presence about her that is like she's who you kind of want in one of these conversations at your side, one of these like kind of like political or diplomatic conversations.
This topic is far too great for me to decide on a whim. But as a gift and to complement the respective gaps in our knowledge, allow me first to offer you a piece of vital intelligence.
Cool shoes.
And with it, I ask the IPC to show sincerity beyond empty words.
This is so cool. She started off with the divination to be like, hey, if you show sincerity, you'll get something in return. And then she uses this in the end to be like, hey, I'm going to give you this information. You have to actually be sincere. Don't give me like empty, again, it's just empty words, which would be kind of like words that don't mean anything. Don't give me like a meaningless conversation.
I do not follow your logic. With the threat of the destruction looming, what need is there for further reasons to cooperate?
Is that a peacock? The bottom of the outfit, like a peacock outfit?
Set a mighty foe as a common goal. Convince former enemies to turn allies. Then devour them in turn. Such feats are hardly rare in the IPC's annals of glory.
Honestly, I love that she's saying this because while I don't know the actual history of this type of stuff here, like as well, it's not out of the question for the IPC to like have ulterior motives for people joining together, and also we know that they do like consume places, they take over places, they make places theirs in in the name of like safety and protection and salvation. Like I'm glad the Yaguans kind of bring this up.
I understand. The Xianzhou questions the IPC's sincerity.
I think it's genuinely such a great thing that she is questioning this.
It would be better to say we ask the IPC to demonstrate its sincerity.
Yeah.
Courtesy demands reciprocity, and the intel I now offer you is both urgent and weighty.
Man, she looks so cool. Again, this is what I'm talking about. Like it's the sharp eyes. It's the way she's like focused so greatly, right? But she has a smile that kind of like keeps that kind of diplomatic feeling where it's like she's still, I'm still smiling at you. Right, but it's kind of playful at the same time too. Her hair is so cool. The way the light is shining just enough on her face to illuminate her eyes as well. It's such a cool like presentation of this character. And again, what she's saying isn't wrong. It's like, hey, I'm not saying that like you have to like, you know, be the nicest person in the world to the real world. I'm not saying you have to change the IPC completely. I'm saying that like I know what you're like. I know what the IPC is like. Prove to me that you're not bad. Honestly. And again, she's correct. Like, you have to reciprocate a courtesy in these situations. You have to, when it comes to like this type of like dealings and stuff like that as well.
Question. What could be more important at this moment than forming the anti-destruction alliance?
So whatever intel she has could be more important than this.
Nanook won't erase the universe in the next few days, but someone else might destroy Plain Arcadia.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
You have heard of Blade, the Stellaron hunter, right?
Wait, what? Blade's gonna destroy Planet Arcadia?
The IPC has long placed a great bounty on
And you'll never get him.
Though, I have never laid eyes on him.
Oh my god, he's beautiful. But like, wait, like he's gonna... Blade's gonna destroy Planet Arcadia? He must have a good reason, you know? No, Calvin, we can't. Don't be swayed by a pretty face. We can't do it. We gotta look at this from a fair perspective. But, like, man, I got chills when they mentioned Blade as well. I want to make this clear. You guys know I'm always fair with my perspectives, always, you know. But like, I'm very like, you know, I'm a Stellar Hunter myself. You know, I'm a supporter of the Stellar Hunters. Adrilla, Stellar Hunters, Astro Express. That's my crew. You know. Look at these angles.
Yuchue recently intercepted a report, styling himself as Xianzhou's #1 assassin. This man accepted a contract from the Sinwish Syndicate, a local organized violence group.
Oh God.
I do not know his exact aim here, but he is a major criminal of the Xianzhou. He is guilty of the 10 unpardonable sins and is a formidable fighter, with few able to match him.
Oh my God.
As general of the Yuchue, I will take it upon myself to bring him in before he can cause disaster.
Oh my God, this is sick. This is so sick. This is so sick. Like, even the way she proclaimed it, he's a guilty of the 10 unpardonable sins. A formidable fighter. Few may be able to match, but I'm gonna bring him in, right? That sets already this like tone for the story. It's another part of the story, right? It's a new arc of the story. The Yaguan trying to capture Blade, trying to catch Blade. And we know Blade. We know how tough Blade is. We know how like Blade has no really regard for his own life, and that makes him even more dangerous as well. So the idea of like this Xianzhou leader going after Blade inside Planet Arcadia is something that instantly sparks something in my brain to be like, I cannot wait to like see this story unfold. Am I worried about what is happening here? Am I worried about Planet Arcadia being destroyed? Of course. Am I worried about why Blade is doing this? Of course. Well, he probably just took a contract. Like, but there's also a spark in my heart and my brain where I'm like, please, oh my God, I cannot wait to see what comes of this. What a way to set this up. My heart is pounding.
This planet, Ahatopia, is part of the pan-cosmic trade system. And Blade is a wanted criminal of the IPC. Since he has set foot here, he falls under.
Wait, he's already here? He's already here? This freaking like moving in the background is like, guys, my heart is soaring. This is such a cool addition to the story. Like it's just instantly like this striking, like tension-filled, somewhat scary as well, but there's like, again, there's an excitement. There's such an excitement. Blade versus Yogon. Blade is here to possibly destroy Planet Arcadia. He's taken a contract from like a violence group organization, and now we have one of the generals of the Xianzhou tribe. It's so like, oh my God.
General Yao Guang, by sincerity, do you mean that you wish for us to capture this individual and deliver him to the Xianzhou?
I hear the Phantom Moon Games are about to begin.
No.
With the entire nation
She's
awaiting
awesome.
it with bated breath. I imagine you will also find it hard to extract yourself from the festivities. If this cursed man were to quietly depart on his own at this time, would that not be a perfect outcome for all?
Again, every single... She's so good at this, by the way. No wonder they sent this... They sent her to be the one who, like, does these discussions. But, she's like, hey, like, it's gonna be hard to deal with this. Then what does she mean by depart on his own?
This is my understanding. You wish for the right to act freely within plain Arcadia.
She's like, hey, you're so busy. Why not just let me do what I want? Oh my god, this is so good. This is awesome. This is awesome. Because what a way to introduce Guang to us, like, fully, right? What a way to, like, give her a mission. Give her her personality where, like, she's so sharp, she's so cunning, she's so, like, forward thinking when it comes to these type of debates. She's able to fully manage a full diplomatic conversation like this in such a fantastic way, and also giving her, like, this, like, very deadly goal and reason to be here as well. And then that's her way of saying, like, show the IPC, show me your sincerity, you know? So I wonder, is like, hey, well, like, is this gonna be a thing where it's like, hey, we'll join the anti-destruction lines if you let me get Blade?
Apart from this cooperation, what better proof of sincerity could there be before we join forces
so great.
against the destruction?
This is so... this is so perfect. Let me get Blade, and I will join... Guys, I'm tripping over my words because I'm so excited for this. This is so exciting. Let me get Blade, and we will think about joining your destructive anti-destruction alliance. What better way of showing sincerity? Yao Guang navigated this in one of the best ways ever. What a way to show off her character. She could sell a spider web to a spider and make it seem like it was a new invention.
Deal.
Deal.
What I do not doubt. The might of an Arbiter General. However, I do doubt. Will the Xianzhou's #1 assassin
That's the thing.
truly leave without a commotion?
Like, with the way that, oh my god, look at her eyes, man. Her eyes are so pinpointed, focused, but, like, there's, like, such a, like, playful cunningness. She's great. She's so great. And, like, she's right. Like, Blade leaving without any commotion. The last time we saw Blade, like, in the story in 3D, right, he was like, hey, Jing Liu, let's have a freaking big battle here.
By my extrapolations, even without accounting for the guidance of Destiny's slave, the probability of capturing a single Stellaron hunter is less than 9.8%.
And I wonder if that varies, because Kafka has to be, like, you know, like, Kafka has to be, like, 3%, right? Because she is, like, if you captured Kafka, she wanted you to capture her, right? Would you imagine that, like, maybe, like, actually, I was trying to think, like, who would be easy to capture among the Stellaron hunters? They're not easy to capture. Even, like Firefly can just fly away, you know? And you could say, well, Firefly has been in very dangerous situations before, but I feel like that's because, again, she was, like, you know, very focused on, like, the mission she had with Stella and stuff like that, too, and she was captured by, technically, the Dahlia in a lot of ways. But, like, I think that when you're just, like, dealing with this stuff here, like, yeah, 98.8% might be the baseline for, like, maybe, like, you know, whatever. But I think Kafka might be lower. Blade might be a little bit lower.
Not even 10%. As a diviner, that's not how I see probability.
Oh, so it's different. So her extrapolation is different from the divine. Again, this clash of, like, I'm more technological. You're about the divine.
Even if the chance of success is only a coin toss.
Oh my god, Stephen
Once
Greifer.
I enter the fray myself, I always treat it as a 100% certainty.
Oh my god, her eyes, her eyes, her eyes. She's incredible. She said, yeah, your extrapolations, if I enter in here, 100%. Whoa. 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 Who's that? Big Birdie over there. Big Bird McGraw. What the hell's that? Oh, they're trying to fight her? Oh my god, who is that?
Is that even a question? 100%. Of course.
100% of course? Wait, she said, oh, what a transition to be from the 100% to 100% now. So, man, that, like, we'll talk about it more at the end again as well, but, like, that conversation blew me away. That was so awesome. Like, what a way of, like navigate. I knew I was, like, obviously, I'm not trying to say, like, oh, like, I do it. Like, I'm saying, like, yeah, our feelings were right there because Honkai Star was so good at making us feel a certain way. I was feeling from the second that Yao Guang walked into that room, I was feeling like a tension, right? This tension of like, oh my god, this is like the room that you could cut the tension with a knife in this room, right? This music. Oh my god, wait, okay, 100%?
In other words, there will be no
Oh my god, Sion!
Anyone who recognizes my face, I will not let them off, even if they hide at the end of the world.
Nervous look on their faces as well.
I was willing to make an exception when I was hired by your gang's leader, but I see you folks are not interested in accepting my goodwill.
Not that I don't trust you, but you know the rules of the trade.
This guy, ferocious blue in a suit. That's his name?
You hire someone to do a job, you gotta see what they're made of first.
People say that the Lords of Hell are easy to deal with, but their underlings are the real trouble. If a group's underlings don't know their place, even their masters may not be safe.
Like, what like a subtle jab.
So,
not even subtle. What am I talking about?
Mighty Sinwish Syndicate gang actually had the guts to hire the Xianzhou's number one assassin.
So these are the ones. These are the Sinwish that hired Blade.
I guess you are also ready for destruction.
Oh my god. Oh, what did she do?
Years of wandering have given me nothing but exhaustion.
Oh, Jiyeon.
And I have finally come to know how harsh the road of life
It said transferring to Fuge. I forget, did they still call her Xingyong at the end of the story last time? Because remember they said transferring to Fuge. Fuge?
Impersonating the Xianzhou's number one assassin. Madame Yao, you really stuck me with a wonderful task.
So she asked her to like pretend she is the number one assassin, pretend she is the person that like Blade, I guess, not Blade, but like pretend she is that description. Not long. Okay, please.
Please take great care during this mission, Miss Tingyu. If any misfortune should befall you, I would have no way to answer to your Helm Master.
Oh my god, Yukong would get upset as well. Where is this?
You worry too much, Madame Yao.
My hair is pounding.
When I pledged my resolve to Madame Yukong and departed for the Yuchui, I had already steeled myself for the worst.
So Yao Guang hired Xingyun for this mission. Okay, guys, this is amazing.
But may I ask, does this task of misfortune really have to fall upon me?
I cast a divination today. This task lacks the fire element. Without the Whistling Flames Ambassador's knack for diplomacy, this task cannot succeed. The place you're heading to is crawling with gang members. If they pick a fight, you can try to drop the name Xianzhou's number one assassin, and they might step aside.
Really cool.
Do not worry, General. I have journeyed far and wide with the merchant guilds for years and faced no shortage of danger. A handful of gangsters is hardly difficult to deal with.
Why is everyone just the coolest person ever now? Why is everyone just the coolest person who ever lived now?
If you're not afraid of danger, then why have you not set out yet? Shall I read your fortune and give you a little peace of mind?
Will you?
What I fear is that fortune-telling of yours. No, what I really fear is you, Madame Yao.
Afraid of me? Am I so notorious on the Xianzhou Lafu?
I've heard many tales about you. After the Battle of the Fanghu, you willingly surrendered your command token and became a general in name only, with neither troops nor soldiers. They also say...
So wait, so after the Battle of Fanghu, you will surrender your command token and became a general in name only.
That the seer strategist, for the sake of a tiny chance at victory, stood by as her mentor went to a noble death,
treated the countless lives of dead verdant knights as nothing more than numbers consumed in her divinations, and even doomed an arbiter general.
Yeah? Is it saying what she's willing to do here as well?
Are you afraid that I, the cold-blooded diviner, might send you to your doom here in plain Arcadia? Bold words for a little fox.
This conversation is even fun as well. They've really, like, again, like, made Yao Guang, like, such a, like, I don't know what you'd call it, like, such a cunning character.
It's just a bit of my curiosity about you, General. I hoped you could clear up a few of my doubts.
Seems like I wasn't wrong about you. Few can face a Cienjo general with such composure and dignity. No wonder you can make such a bold statement. The gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay?
That'd be fun, right?
They say you survived a Lord Ravager's deadly clutches thanks to luck. But I believe it was your unbreakable resilience that carried you through.
That's really nice to say.
You flatter me, Madame Yao. One must glean some wisdom to be worthy of enduring such a life and death ordeal. If we surpass the gods only in cruelty and heartlessness, then that would be our complete failure in my eyes.
So yeah, we knew that. I remember she said she wanted to use her power to fight the was it to fight against destruction, right? Or was it fight against the god? I remember she said it at the end of her story. But she's like saying that she doesn't want to surpass them cruelty, because then that would just be like, defeat the purpose of like what she wants to do.
Excellent. I couldn't agree more. Miss Ting-Yun, you've passed the interview.
Ever since I escaped death, I swore never again to be a pawn for heartless chess players. And Madame Yao,
Wow.
you've passed my test.
She was testing her on the return as well, because again, that wouldn't make sense. Like after like what happened to her with being like controlled, like the idea of someone controlling her who she believed wasn't worth like leading her, it makes sense that she would question that, right, all the time.
I know you're not interested in empty talk, so let's get down to business. Miss Ting-Yun, our Yuchue business delegations are treated much better than what you get on the La Fu when they set out on official missions. They get 5 meals a day.
General, I really don't have such a large
I love that there is like a quote, like not a quota, but like, official rules on like what meals you get on these dealings.
For the duration of the delegation's mission, you'll receive 6 times
It's
the
cool to hear this
usual
stuff.
allowance, and all expenses will be fully
Like, because there is a business side to this. There would be like per diems, there would be like, giving you like funds.
Such a generous offer. To be honest, that makes me even more nervous.
Because the offer's so good now, it's like, what am I doing here?
Head to Dovebrook District, locate the Sinwish Syndicate contact, use the passphrase you gave me to establish contact, and do not reveal my
So
true
she's definitely obviously trying to find Blade here as well, right?
If there's nothing more to it, is this task really worth 6 times the pay?
You're the kind of talent worthy of such a reward. After all, we diviners are no different from you merchants. Even when we hit a dead end, we still have to bargain and carve out the faintest chance. Merchants strive for profitable opportunities, while diviners reach for a sliver of luck.
Looks like my mission bears significant weight in Madame Yao's reading of fate. In that case, I shall depart.
That's interesting, because I like that perspective as well. Because like, while that is scary, the idea that you would have like this, like how much money you're getting 6 times the pay. Like this makes the mission seem a lot more dangerous. But from the perspective of Yao Guang, it's like, you are worthy of this. And merchants are good at like doing discussions and selling things as well. And like, I feel like she's, again, saying that, hey, for Ting-Yun as well, it's like, hey, like, merchants are looking for more money. So, like, using more money to buy Ting-Yun's services does make sense as well. But then also, like, from Ting-Yun's perspective, it's like, hey, like, this must mean that, like, what I'm about to do is actually super important in the eyes of the divine.
When in doubt, open the 3 strategy pouches I entrusted
Strategy
to you.
pouches.
Inside are tactics I divined, certain to break any deadlock and aid your journey. Go. Xianzhou's #1 assassin.
Oh, this is just Planet Arcadia in the dark. So cool.
Time to get down to business.
Oh, it's like, this is so neat.
Where could the Sinwish Syndicate be hiding? The contact from the Syndicate should stand
And the
out.
idea that we're infiltrating a gang to find Blade as well. This is so cool. Yeah, Xianzhou in the nighttime is so cool because they dim the lights to a certain degree where it's like it doesn't feel like ultraviolet lights. It doesn't feel like it's too blinding. It has like a very kind of like, you know, nighttime atmosphere while still having like some bright lights and making it still feel lively and alive, right? It's still really cool the way they've done this. So Xingyang has been hired to infiltrate the Sinwish gang, which hired Blade as an assassin, and Yao Guang says that Blade would be here to do something horrible. The way they said it was like destroy Planet Arcadia. And Yao Guang wants to, since Blade is like an enemy of the Xianzhou, wants to find Blade and extract him from the IBC, and she said quietly as possible, and get him, and finally like obtain Blade because he is like wanted by the Xianzhou from like the 10 impardonable sins and all this stuff as well. So now Xingyang has been hired to infiltrate the gang that was hired Blade. Which makes sense that Yao Guang would be trying to find information on this as well because she wants Blade so much so they said, if you let me just do what I want here in this, and that's what happened in the last conversation, if you let me do what I want here on this planet, you give me free reign to do whatever I need to do on this planet, then we can talk about your anti-destruction lines, because then that will show me your sincerity. That will show me how sincere you are about this. She says, she said, like, you know, being, you know, you have to reciprocate the kindness I give to you. And the kindness was letting her know, hey, Blade is pretty dangerous and Blade is here on Planet Arcadia, which is so freaking cool. And if you want me to stop them, I can. That whole conversation was incredible. The conversation between Yao Guang and Pearl. Because again, as I said, when we entered the room, we felt the tension right away. We were like, oh my god, you could cut this, you can cut it in the air, you can feel it, it's heavy. And the sharp eyes of Yao Guang as she was like looking so directly at Pearl, not like, you know, ever like letting up like her facial expressions in the way she was seeming so like confident in the way she was talking here as well. The way that they kind of both like were kind of like weaving in and out of each other's sentences, and then eventually like she dropped the kind of information where it's like, hey, like, you know, you have something I want, which is Blade, and I want to be able to do what I need to do to catch Blade. You want me in this anti-destruction alliance thing? Well, show your sincerity. That whole conversation was so great, tension-filled. Gave us a whole new idea of something that's going to be happening here with Blade as well. Blade is going to be a part of Planet Arcadia. Yao Guang is looking for him. It's a serious thing that he's been hired to do here in Planet Arcadia. And of course, Pearl wouldn't want him here because of the stuff that's happening with the event right now, and she's so busy. Even though, I love when she said, it's like, you're so busy. She basically said, you're so busy, let me do it. Come on, you're so busy. It's so good, that whole conversation. I'm going to be thinking about it forever. And then bringing in, what are all these red dots? They must mean don't check, I think. Bringing in, let's just, who would take off your sample? Yeah, bring in Fuge, into this whole thing as well. And I love the way they've used her story as well, because again, she is someone who was captured by the destruction. She is someone who was used by the destruction. So for her to, like, you know, all of a sudden, like, you know, join someone else's task force or whatever, I love that they don't, we would just accept it. We'd been like, okay, that's cool. That makes sense that they would hire someone like her to do this. But it's like, no, they still played on the idea of like the emotions from her character. I was captured before, and I don't want to like follow someone who is like, you know, destructive or horrible again. So it's like, she was trying to test her and what she and on what Yao Guang was thinking as well, while she was also being tested by Yao Guang as well. So there's like this thing where like they still kept the morals intact of Xingyang, of Fuge, and while still letting the story move forward with her trying to infiltrate this gang as well. Showing how important she was as well by giving her like so much money and so much resource as well. What a cool way of doing this. This is so interesting, and like it's taking another turn for being so cool as well. Speaking of cool, like what a cool design as well. She's awesome. Such a pretty design. Let's keep going, man. Yeah, this has been so great so far. It's been really so fantastic. Investigate the area, but there's 2 locations here, so we talk to them first. Frustrated by Burly Orch.
Please, tell the boss I want to return
Sinwish.
to the Sinwish Syndicate.
Ma'am, maybe it's time to rest in peace.
don't you remember dying
Man, that's
during
dark.
that mission a few weeks ago? The you right now is just a lingering obsession left behind after death. According to the provisions of the Fey Kind Protection Act, ghosts are not considered the same as they were while alive.
Is he
In
citing
other words,
actual...
You are a new Imagine, barely 3 months old.
Oh, interesting. So, like, because of the this act that they've enacted, you are reborn once you die. Ghosts are now considered new Imagine.
Are you a lawyer or a gangster? I gave my life for the Sinwish Syndicate, and now you mean to shut me out?
Legitimately, the way she said, "Shut me out." Shut me out.
These two are members of the Sinwish Syndicate?
Don't you get it? The old you's dead, and even your criminal record got wiped clean. The leader's trying to say that now you've got a chance to keep to the straight and narrow. You shouldn't come back to the gang. How am I supposed to convince you? Hey, Fox Girl, you eavesdropping over there?
You eavesdropping over here? On my eavesdropping of you?
I'm just a Xianzhou person here to talk business. Could you tell me which way to the Sinwish Syndicate? I come from the Xianzhou to discuss a deal that wears me down, yet tears my enemies apart.
Okay.
Business? From the Xianzhou? The Sinwish Syndicate office is just across the river. Have a safe journey.
He seems like such like a
Doesn't seem
gentle
to have understood the passphrase.
gang member.
But the news that the Xianzhou's #1 assassin is coming has already spread through the
Yeah, it's
organization.
good to know. Man, Blade, man. I can't wait to see Blade. That's gonna be so fun. You know? Just so pretty, you know? Just such a pretty character. Man, this play, it's so crazy how, like, again, in the nighttime, it hasn't sacrificed.
Not yet time to return.
I was wondering if it was gone mute for a second. It hasn't sacrificed how beautiful it is. Oh, there it is. Okay, the music was so loud for a bit that when it shut off, I was like, what's happening? I was just hearing the sounds of the... Yeah, it's really cool that they haven't, like, stripped of its identity just because it's in the dark. This place is so interesting, right? It's so fun. I wish we could go into every store. I really do. Look at this guy. My job, being a cat. I do this little cat dance. That's great. Honestly, best job in the world. Imagine it. Wait, what? Oh, it's over there. Oh, is that the big, yeah, the big duckling. The big duck.
Those people over there. Are they also members of the Sinwish Syndicate?
They definitely look like it, don't they? I love nighttime Planet Arcadia. Oh my god, the vibe of this place. It feels like everything changes when night comes, but it still, as I said, still has that identity of the bright light city. It's so cool. Ferocious Blue in a suit. That's the guy we were talking about with the last time, right?
How much longer do we have to wait? What, are your legs giving out?
Oh, the voice.
The boss told us to wait here as a show of respect. Now behave yourselves.
Could that big guy be the contact from the Sinwish Syndicate?
Hey, you fox over there.
You fox.
You've been staring at us long enough. Got something to say?
Well, now you're staring at me, so what's the big idea, huh?
May I ask, is this the Sinwish Syndicate's turf up ahead?
Yeah, so what?
I should act tough and say less than what I want to say.
Okay. We're gonna act tough now.
Since this is the Sinwish Syndicate's turf ahead, not only am I going in, you will invite me in with respect.
Oh, wow. Very forceful, Xingyun.
What did you say? You're here to stir up trouble, aren't you?
I come from the Xianzhou to discuss a deal. A deal that wears me down, yet tears my enemies apart.
That's the passphrase, right?
You're the guest our boss invited?
So is this passphrase what Blade was supposed to be the passphrase of? Or is it like a... Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Maybe Blade was supposed to use this passphrase.
Hold on. I nearly fell for that.
Yeah.
Looking all delicate.
I'm not saying he's right saying she's
How could
delicate.
you possibly be the Xianzhou's #1 assassin? Spill it! How did you know the passphrase?
Why don't you take off your sunglasses and let me see if you still have your eyes?
Wait, what?
The Xianzhou's #1 assassin is nothing more than a nickname coined by the common folk. I have always considered myself a merchant.
So it's interesting, like she's being very smart here. Instead of like, you know, backing down from this statement here and like, you know, when he's like, you're not this person. It's more like a thing of like, stay on their neck. Don't act like, as she said, stay less than she has to, act tough. And when he met her with this, he's like, hey, check your eyes.
A merchant?
Isn't a hired killer the oldest trade in the world? By the way, Mr. Imagine, do you know why they call me #1?
You never miss a shot?
Not quite. I kill in bulk. The way to keep business going is to offer a little extra. If they pay for one person to be silenced, I throw in 2 more.
Like 2-for-1 deals? Oh my god. Wait, no, sorry. 3-for-1 deals.
With that hot temper of yours, always picking fights, you've probably given your boss plenty of headaches. I doubt the boss would mind if I took you as a bonus kill.
Oh my... That's actually so sick. That's so sick. Hey, I don't think anyone would it wouldn't matter if I killed you too.
You punk! How dare you disrespect the underboss!
Oh my god, their voice. No, Ting Young's awesome here. She came in, she said, I have to act tough. I'm gonna say less than I need to. Pretty good strategy.
Shut up, all of you. The boss's orders come first. My name is Kostine. Sorry about my underling's rudeness earlier. I'll cut a finger off later to make amends.
You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that.
There's no need for that. I only collect heads, not fingers.
Oh my god, she's keeping it going. She has to. It's so great.
No worries. It won't be my finger anyway.
These brutes should be easy to handle. They've never seen the face of the Xianzhou's #1 assassin, so this'll be much simpler.
Yeah, no, it's very smart what you do here as well. Honestly, like again, it's like they do say like that, isn't it? And it's actually true in life. If you act like you belong somewhere, like it actually is like half the battle, right? It is legitimately half the battle. It's like if you're at a party and like, you know, someone doesn't recognize the one person, like I wonder who that is. And it's like, oh, they look like they're supposed to be here, like they're chatting away. You know.
What should I call you? Yelling assassin, assassin every time just won't cut it.
Just call me the Tarrying Fugue.
Fugue. So what's so interesting about this is like, yeah, this is like, fugue isn't like an English word, right? But I think it's just because Honkai Star Rail has so many wild words. Like I tend to be like, fugue? Fugue? It's a fugue, right? I know someone's gonna be like, fugue? Yeah, fugue, yeah. It's because, it is because you could put like Charlie on the screen right now, and because Honkai Star Rail has so many, like, you know, the names are usually like really beautiful and really extravagant and gorgeous, and I'd be like, Charla? You know, because it's like, you expect it to be kind of like a little bit like, you know, fancy, beautiful, you know? Not that Charlie isn't fancy and beautiful.
Terror in fog. That name oozes menace. Completely overwhelming.
Now then, can you lead the way?
Let's go, you know? Let's go. And again, this is the gang that's supposed to be hiring Blade as well. Yeah, she did so fantastic there as well. Like, it was so slick. It was so slick. I can't get over how great the city is at this time as well. What if it isn't Charlie the Boyd? Don't you talk to me again, senor. No, I will talk. Don't you talk to me. Don't you talk to me. I don't got business with you. You got business. I don't got business with you. I'm gonna be with you. My house burnt down last week. You're... What? Yeah, my house burnt down. Oh. I sneezed and ruined the joke. It's over. Yeah, no, I love the way this city looks. It's so cool. Yeah, Xingyang keeping her foot on their neck, not letting it up there as well. That's how she kind of succeeded there, by acting like she belonged. Look at the smokiness of the dark back alleys. Oh my god, this is so slick. So slick. Yeah, it's really cool. Oh, and like the graffiti walls with someone busking as well, with a freaking like a flying V guitar as well. So cool. Because we said, like, if you act like you belong to... Yo, look at this. This is definitely like...
That's the Sinwish Syndicate
Yeah, it's like a crime syndicate play. Oh my
river.
god.
Quite impressive, don't you think?
It's gigantic.
Please, follow me.
I'm so excited about this whole story. Like, being hired to infiltrate a gang, pretending you're Blade. Look at these guys as well. Love the purple in the darkness as well. It gives us such like a very like Night City kind of like not Night City in terms of cyberpunk. I mean like in terms of like a city like at night where like there's like a lot of like, you know, drinking and partying and karaoke and all this stuff as well. It's done really well.
Fog. You went the wrong way. Our headquarters are straight ahead.
Sorry, I'm doing a let's play. I'm exploring. Let's play? Yeah, I'm doing a let's play. Yeah, it's really fabulous.
Is this the passage in the painting?
Of course. The Sinwish Syndicate has it under our command for now.
So you have to go through here as well. So do we just become the same things? Oh man, that's so fun. Oh, look at the moon in the background as well. Wait, what's that in the moon? Oh my god, the music as well. Yeah, jumping energy orbs. How do we get that? Do we get from here? Oh, from there, okay. Man, look at this, look at this. The water, the reflection of the moon on the water, the city in the distance and the different buildings.
Underboss, you're back! Thanks for your hard work.
Who's this fox?
Oh, the voice acting, they're like traditional like gangster voices. You see what I mean? How like it changed. I know I keep talking about it, guys. I keep harping it because I just love how it looks. Like even like again, changing from like a kind of like brighter, like there is like neon lights that are there in our you know, those posters are there, but like because it's dark out, the purples are like contrasting even more and standing out even more, which gives kind of like that nightlife feel. It's so cool.
Welcome home, Underboss!
Is this the one the boss brought in?
This is fancy. They're rolling out the red carpet for us now. The ultimate assassin. Great interior as well. The roses and stuff. I mean, not roses, but you know what I mean, like.
Underboss, I mean no disrespect, but is this frail woman really the one the boss invited?
Does everyone just like... Okay, it's so crazy. Like, is Planet Arcadia so separated from the whole world to not know that like the majority of like characters in Honkai Star Rail are like, you know, women who could murder you? Like what part of the world do they live in? You know, like are they that like silly? This frail woman, like the majority of characters in this game are just like these really strong women who could absolutely destroy you, save the world. Yeah, they must be so separated from the world at this point. Like, but even Amphorius didn't think this, and they were already separated from the world, you know?
That's right. Her name is the Terror and Fog. Spread the word that the Sinwish Syndicate has secured the Xianzhou's #1 assassin.
Underboss, beat me if you want, but I gotta say, are you serious?
Beat me if you
want. Are we really
want.
counting on this delicate woman for the Phantom Moon games?
Oh my god. This delicate woman, like you know, and it's not like they're really funny. They're like this gorgeous woman, you know.
The Phantom Moon games. Is that why they hired a
Interesting.
Stellaron hunter to do their
Oh, so when they said something destructive, like the idea that they're getting Blade to maybe enter the Phantom Moon games for them as well, that would be very interesting. That'd be very, very interesting. Yeah.
These Phantom Moon games are a once-in-a-lifetime chance for the Sinwish Syndicate
Oh my
to
god.
rise. This woman doesn't look like she has what it takes.
What do you mean?
And we're trusting her. If she blows it, how are we supposed to save face?
And someone will say, well, it's Calvin because they're saying she's frail. It's not, you know, but also like again, like she has like the same frame as like a lot of other like women in the game. You know what I mean? And again, like if you wanted to right now, Tingyo wanted to, she could just, and not just her. Like I just don't get it. You know, I just don't get it. And again, I want to make this clear. Like it's not like I'm trying to morally put a moral compass on these like mafia member. Like I'm sitting here being like, why doesn't this mafia respect this woman that I love as a character? Like why don't they do that? It's like, yeah, they're freaking not morally justified people. So it's like, you know, it's not like I should be sitting here being like, why are they like acting this way and like being so disrespectful? It's like they're like a mafia, you know, notoriously like, you know, disrespectful people, you know.
Underboss, we haven't been duped, have we? If word gets out, the other gangs will laugh us out of town.
What?
All of you, shut up!
They're so worried. Like, there's gonna be like a frail woman on our team. What are we gonna do?
Useless. Lady Terran Fog would wipe the floor with you
Yes.
even if you all came at once. Since you doubt her, why not let Lady Terran Fog show you a few
110% she would kill you. I just realized that's a freaking mic and a hand holding a mic.
Lady Terran Fog, what do you say? I can find you a few sparring partners. No need to hold back.
I think she needs to at this point.
I thought you were naive, but looks like you're just playing good cop, bad cop to test me.
Oh, so she's like, so again, they're both like, they're playing. It's like, oh, like if we argue about it, we can get her to like show us what she can do.
Nah, I'm neither good nor bad.
Very cool.
Just opportunistic.
Well, not cool because I don't find these guys cool, but I'm saying like it's a cool story with her. They're like, hey, well, let's take this opportunity to see if she actually is what she claims to be. Would you know if you can, you know, destroy these guys?
Still playing dumb, huh?
Boss of the Sinwish Syndicate. Your people wouldn't be doing this on their own. I know you can hear me. I came for business. Making friends would be a fine bonus. But if not, that's fine with me. If you still want this deal, cut the tricks.
So sick again. She's, as she said, she's not taking the foot off the neck. She's like, she has to be tough. She has to be strong. And not that she's not tough already, but I'm saying she's like she's laying it on, right? Because she has to keep up that idea and saying like, hey, like if you even want this deal to happen, stop with this bullcrap. They're working for you.
A real expert is something else. You speak with such overwhelming presence, though we barely understand a word. Come on, show us a move. We fight and bleed every day, and that's the only way we'll be convinced.
She's like, I don't want to do this.
Oh no. These brutes are not interested in a win-win situation at all.
When in doubt, open the 3 strategy pouches I entrusted to you. Inside are tactics I divined, certain to break any deadlock and aid your journey.
So open the 3 strategies. These are what? Okay, these are the gift that was given to us.
Looks like it's time.
Let's go.
Huh?
Just keep alive and open the 2nd strategy pouch once you're done.
Bag of wins.
What kind of strategy is this? There's barely anything helpful in here.
Looks like Lady Terranfog isn't impressed with your skills. Out of my way! When I was young, I dreamed of becoming a musician. But fate had other plans, and I was dragged into a world of violence.
That's not nice. You should have not been a musician, but like you turned out to be like a pretty big arsehole, to be honest. But
even then, I never let go of my love for music and rhythm. Even in battle, I kept honing my singing and instrumental skills.
oh my god, he's a singing gangster. I always wanted to be a singer. It's very like I don't know. This is a very crazy gang.
And that's how I forged my one-of-a-kind fighting style. They call me the Roaring Costai.
I just want to be a singer, Mom. You're gonna be a gangster when you grow up and you're gonna like it. No, Mom, I want to be a singer. You're gonna be a gangster. Nothing you can do about it.
Oh, Prince! The underboss is getting serious!
Lady Terranfog, I humbly challenge you. Show the Sinwish Syndicate the assassination skills you're so proud
Do you want her to kill you? Okay.
Looks like I'll have to hold back against these reckless brutes.
I love that she has to hold back. She can't. Yeah, because she is more powerful. And that's the thing. Like all these guys that are like, oh, just like she's this music, this Tekken style music is so
Shall
cool.
we unite our goals?
Like all the like these guys going, this frail woman. It's like this girl will destroy you. And again, look at this group I have here. You know, three girls and a femboy will destroy you.
The harmony will soon play in unison. Tonight, souls shall
play
embrace
some songs.
tonight. The stars echo because of me.
Lovely, they played the full song. Always great.
This won't take long.
Don't ask, just spend.
Bit of a little blast in here,
The
Zone.
long dream has vanished. Stand still.
Because they have no idea. Because while Blade is like an ultimate power and like, you know, and it's one of those things where like Blade, yeah, I'm pretty sure because they would probably be like, oh, Blade looks tough. Because Blade like has a look right away when you see him. He has an angry face and all this stuff too. And again, that's the thing. It's like, but I think like it doesn't matter who would show up here. I'm pretty sure if I don't know. If Kafka showed up, they might be as well like, this is who it is. But then again, Kafka wouldn't be as restrained as Fugue is. And I think Kafka would just like end their lives, you know, if the script allowed it.
Relax. That
Oh my god,
breathing
the song in the
sensation.
background is so great.
Remember it.
She's so perfect.
As
Oh, and the
expected
big
of
boy.
Terranfog. Such incredible strength. Hey.
That power of the destruction within me. It's so hard to control.
That's the thing. It'd be like very.
Meow. I've done everything in my power to keep them alive, as you said.
Oh. She wants them alive. Yeah, no, like, cause again, she could just end their lives. She could just end them. But I want to make clear as well, like as always, because I know someone will be like saying that, like, you know, will be like, oh, like I'll talk about it after this as well, but like we're in a battle right now, but
maybe I'll take it all.
because there's an intentional irony from Honkai Star Rail where they know, like, for example, like that these guys are being idiots. I want to make that clear.
Watch your head.
Like, it's not like I know because like people are gonna be well, we're like, yeah, Calvin's calling these guys like idiots because that's the point of the story. They're kind of dumb. But like it's one of those things that like someone might be like, and there always is a passerby that will go, Calvin saying Honkai Star Rail, like, you know, is saying this, like, because no, like some people do think that like games and characters like are a voice for the story sometimes, when in reality they're a creation in that world that are saying something that is their own volition, you know.
There's no harm in sharing good fortunes.
It's a really cool weapon. Oh, here we go.
Dreams of a past life are now all gone. Though life is as a speck of dust.
And she's it's such an elegant move, and then look at the destruction of the eyes.
I can't hold myself back.
Oh my god. It's quite fun. Lovely blast.
All right.
I don't want to take your life. Back down while you
Exactly.
still can.
Exactly.
A true warrior of the Sinwish Syndicate fears no death. Don't underestimate my resolve.
With Robin's song in the background.
Underboss, bad news. 2 more weird dudes.
Oh my god! Don Hung and Sunday.
Cut your bull. I can see for myself.
It's so good to see them, especially after all this as well. I was gonna say as well, like, the reason why Honkai Star Rail had these characters be like, oh, she's just a frail woman, is because it's an intentional way of like being the most ironic thing they could say. This is a character who has the power of destruction inside him and has to hold back. That's the whole point of the whole conversation, is to have these guys who are being pretty freaking awful and being like, oh, this one, and then being destroyed in the end is the irony. It's like she had to hold back to not kill them. That's what it is. It's like they're so dumb they don't even realize what they're dealing with. That's the whole point of this whole stuff. It's like it's intentionally supposed to be this thing where it's like, oh, these guys are idiots because like a few could destroy them. We see Don Hung on Sunday now. It's so great to see Don Hung.
Never thought visiting an ally would mean crashing into a local gang's hall.
Look at these guys. Look at this crew.
Oh, this will take some explaining.
Oh yeah, especially since we're here as well.
What a twist of fate. But for us to reunite with an old friend here? So be it.
Okay. That's such an interesting way of like him phrasing it. It's like, I guess we have to.
You two, stand down. Listen well. This will be an honorable.
Oh, you are lucky you didn't die. You are lucky you are alive.
A duel. You dare duel a Xianzhou?
Oh, she has to cut him off.
Xianzhou's #1 assassin.
Because he doesn't know what's happening.
Still dare to act so brazen.
Huh?
the unison, huh?
Huh?
Wait, what do you mean, Xianzhou's #1 assassin? Who exactly are you?
Oh my god, he picked up on that.
Even a cunning hare keeps 3 burrows. Who ever told you there was only one Xianzhou's #1 assassin?
Quick thinking here by Tingyun.
So, there are 3 of you?
No, it's 300. Times have changed. The title Xianzhou's #1 assassin is already a brand. At my side stands
No way.
the organization's 7th-ranked Talovian
No
Reaper,
way.
the Winged Death Knell. He sends every target into the sweetest.
The winged death knell, okay.
And this one is the 2nd-ranked assassin in the organization. A ruthless killer surpassed only by me.
With his soft
His spear
eyes.
strikes like a falling star, and his presence soars like a dragon. They call him the Jade Dragon.
So fun. No, the Jade Dragon. Again, his soft eyes closed again. She says this.
And you are...
You can call me Whistling Flame Fox.
What a nickname.
I humbly hold the top position in our organization, though I mostly handle business relations and HR work.
She did a really good job there as well. That's so cute that she came up with nicknames for Don Hung and Sunday as well.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
Come on, madam. It's pointless to say anything now. If you want this gentleman to know you speak the truth, let our brother show off a bit of his spear work.
Oh.
That will convince them.
I love the Sunday instant. He's like, okay, let's play along. Wait.
I say, there's no need for that.
What's that voice? Are you the leader?
Course tied. You insisted on testing them and got nothing out of it, did you?
Oh my god, the
If you would
voice.
let them meet me sooner, none of this would have happened.
This would happen. Oh my god, I am in heaven. This voice is amazing.
Boss! I cannot hand your grand enterprise over to people we know nothing about.
You are the one who hired us? The boss of the Sinwish Syndicate?
That's me. I am Polwave.
Polwave.
Current leader of the Sinwich Syndicate.
Oh my god, the
My
voice.
apologies. Our gang is full of roughnecks. I will make sure they are disciplined.
I love it, man. Like, again, he's like almost like falling over his own words. He's gargling and gurgling, you know. You can tell he has a belly full of like, you know, cooked and cured meats. Like, he's perfect. Oh my god, I'm smiling ear to ear with this stuff.
As for that business, we'll discuss it upstairs. Everyone else, clear out!
Oh, it's so good. Just so it's like maybe a cleaner cliffhanger. Let's talk to Dan Heng on Sunday. I'm too excited to see them as well.
Lady Tingyun. It's been a while since we last met in
I mean, that was a big deal. That was a big moment.
I am truly grateful for your quick thinking. To avoid revealing too much, I made up false names and titles for you two just now. If you were offended, then I beg your forgiveness.
I think they probably understand, right? Hopefully.
This place is a hotbed of trouble. What brings you two here?
When Sunday and I contacted the Xianzhou delegation, they asked for our help. They claimed someone from their group had lost their way here in a foreign land and was captured by a local gang.
Interesting, okay.
They wanted us to help.
Do you think that Yao Guang then sent these two here to Yao Guang sent these people here to help you then?
It was clear there was more to the story.
Yeah.
But we came anyway.
Oh my god, his soft face and his soft smile. Oh my god, so beautiful. So beautiful. I heard you guys said you guys say I don't compliment Dan Heng enough, and I will do it more. I apologize. I know you guys have been like, I think some of you guys have even like said unsubscribed a few times because like I barely ever say it, and you know, and I think that's unfair. You know what I mean? I don't want you guys to feel left out or feel like I let you down. I will make an apology video at some point, but I'm going to make an effort to say it more, you know?
Who would have thought? It turned out to be true.
Yeah.
Lost? Captured. There must be some misunderstanding.
Tingyun.
Alas, this rumor was likely a destiny arranged by
So
Madame
she
Yao.
divined that sending Dan Heng and Sunday here was like a good idea.
Did you just say Madame Yao? Do you mean the seer strategist from the Xianzhou Yuchui?
Exactly that. So they didn't directly communicate. So I guess they didn't directly communicate with her.
I happened to hear of her back in Penacony too. They say she is the diviner general, one who lives in seclusion. Did the Alliance send her this time? Lady Tingyun, you stepped into such danger yourself. Do you have a vital mission?
You two are no strangers, so I will speak plainly. She's the one who sent me here on this mission. The Sinwish Syndicate invited the notorious
Dan Heng.
Xianzhou's #1 assassin with the intention of hiring this person to participate in the Phantasm
That's so sick.
Games.
That's such a sick idea.
But the delegation's intelligence revealed that the person was none other than the Stellaron hunter, Blade.
Oh my god, how's Dan Heng gonna react?
Him?
Oh, him!
I assumed the title to come here to uncover why the Stellaron hunters are involved and how he will enter the
Yeah, that
game.
makes perfect sense. That's, again, it's such a cool reason to like to hire somebody, right? If you're gonna hire somebody to enter the games, Blade's not a bad idea. Again, a man who doesn't fear death, in fact wants death, will head first into destruction and pain, in the hopes that when he does do that, he will end up dead.
So, how's it going so far?
By sheer twists of fate, everything has gone smoothly so far. But as for what comes next, I still don't know anything.
This is such an interesting crew, right? Sunday, Dan Heng, and Fugue. And again, they all have like their really good reasons to be here. And it's actually so interesting, the stories of why they're here as well. Whether it be like, you know, the reason why Dan Heng and Sunday were sent here to like, as like a divine, vision or whatever, versus why, you know, Fugue is here to discover the stuff with Blade.
Still, Madame Yao entrusted me with 3 pouches before I departed. Each said to hold a stratagem. Well, let us call them stratagems for now. And at this moment, it is time to open the second.
A strategy pouch?
So you revealed my identity after all. No worries, I've sent you some backup. Use them however you like. Open the third pouch only after you've met the Sinwish
I
Syndicate's
love this, like,
boss.
different times you have to open as well. So you said you revealed my identity, so it's like the fact that, like, we revealed it to Don Hong and Sunday? So she knew we'd do that?
No wonder they also call Madame Yao the crosstalk general.
The what, General?
I love so much of Don Hong's dialogue. It's like, huh? What? He's like the perfect straight man. And I mean straight man in terms of comedy.
It says the two of you will help me clear the way, so I can safely meet the Sinwish Syndicate's boss. What do you say?
Fantastic.
Look
at him, my guys. He's so pretty.
This place is perilous. Of course, we will accompany you, Miss T.
The Honorable Sunday.
As for the Stellaron Hunters, I too find them
I
intriguing.
mean, who wouldn't? They're an intriguing bunch. They're a very interesting bunch. They're, to me, like the one that, like, whenever they're brought up at all, it's like it injects an instantaneous, like, life into any story. Even if the story already had a load of life into it, like, it overflows with life then.
Don Hong, will you help me gather a bit more information?
Bit of hesitation.
Of course. Thank you, Sunday.
Thank you, Sunday. Do you think in that moment there when Sunday was saying like, hey, like, oh, I have an interest in these guys. Will you help me? It was kind of like a way for Don Hong to maybe explore this without making it feel like it was his decision. It took the pressure off Don Hong in this situation, right? Because Don Hong is obviously like has a lot of history of Blade, so like the pressure is completely taken off him if it becomes a thing where he's like, okay, I'll help Sunday out in terms of like investigating this stuff, and maybe in that way, maybe that could possibly be it as well. This is
#1 assassins, where are you going? The boss is waiting upstairs.
okay. Jesus. Get off of the high horse.
The tour is over, and it's time for some rest.
This is such a cool location, honestly. Yeah, this has been such a fun time for me, this whole episode. I've had such a blast with this. And I feel like it's one of those things that, like, the conversation with Pearl was absolutely incredible with Pearl and Yao Guang. The implementation of Blade now into the story as well is such a great idea as well. And then, like, of course, this stuff with Qing Yung was like, and one of those things where it's like Qing Yung is a character who, like, we already have like a lot of interest in, especially after what happened with the destruction. So to see her again as well is really cool. Also, the implementation now of Don Hong and Sunday into this story too, and actually having a reason for them to be there also is another great thing too. Should I go? No, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I don't think you guys will mind the pop-up speech in the corner there. Or will you guys? 1 second here. It's it's not that big of a deal, but like sometimes making a clean view is like something that's important to me. Just because like if you guys have to like listen to me talk for a bit, not that you have to, but if you are listening to me talk for a bit, like it might be nicer to have like more of a clean view, like not just like a half popping bubble in the background, if you get what I'm saying. Believe it or not, I do think about those stiffs. Oh, we can't stand here. That's the middle of the road. We will get hit by a car. You know what I mean? Just if you guys, just like a nice visual presentation. The stuff with the Sinwish gang, how it all leads into the Phantasm Moon games. How there's always like there's so many different like debates going on. The stuff with Evanescia, it's so crazy that like the stuff with Evanescia happened as well in this episode, and like now we're still there's so much like just I feel like they jam packed so much into like this one section here for me, and not just for me personally, but you know what I mean. It's really, really well done stuff, honestly. Yeah, this was like over and over again, just so many cool things happening. We finally found the dolly, and the reason why this was so fantastic is I feel like it we learned more about Sparxie and Sparkle, by the way, that we found out Sparxie was like a VTuber avatar for Sparkle that gained a life of its own onto the Phantasm Moon because it breathed some life into it because Sparkle wanted to have the stream running when she wasn't around. And that led to it being able to gain its own life, and that's why it calls Sparkle its old model. What a cool idea. And I said this already, like, this is really great. Like, they use streamer culture and streamer ideas without making it feel like eye-rolling, like, oh, like, you can tell, like just sometimes when you see, like, people doing vlogs in games and stuff like that too. And I'm not trying to be like bad about this, but you can always tell like a dad who's been making games for years made this thing and he's never once watched a live stream. He's maybe heard about it and he's just like, because it's always just like someone being like, "What's up, guys? It's me, Charlie." And it's like and they have like this unrealistic like view count, or the way they make money is it's all like never really done the right way. The fact that they utilize VTubers in this way but didn't make it the focal point of like, hey, don't we know about VTubers, is more like, yeah, VTubers are a thing here as well, and this VTuber basically came to life. This VTuber avatar basically was brought to life, and they used the rules that are already in place with the Imagine and the Phantasm games and how things can come to life on the moon and stuff like that as well. They did a really fantastic job of making it like not about the streamer culture stuff, but they injected the streamer culture stuff into the Phantasm Moon games and adapted it really well. I thought it was really, really fantastic. And the idea of like a VTuber avatar coming to life is already just like such an interesting idea, you know? Yeah, I just think the VTuber aspect is like, and the streaming aspects of it, and like the parasocialism, the VTubers, the live streams, the way that they weaponize their audience, all this stuff has been implemented really, really well. And I love the way they explain the stuff with like Sparkle and Sparxie. And I think that the way they described this was like, there will be chaos, there will be destruction here, there will be a lot of crazy stuff happening. And Sparkle has said to us, you know, the reason why the authorities can't really do much, and the reason why people are usually like somewhat okay with this sometimes, is because in the end they get at least new Imagine, new discoveries, and they see that as a necessary sacrifice as well. I also like really think that the scene with the dolly was actually like really well done also. Like the moment when we were talking to the dolly, like we think that we're in control. I actually thought that what was going to happen was Sparxie was going to go in and like grab the mask as we did this, but actually they appeared first into this area. They answered all the questions about Himiko. Welt was the one who like gave up all the answers, not by force. And it actually upset March, and I love that moment as well where March was like, "What the hell? Now you've gone too far." Because that's her dad. That's our dad. And like, there was like this moment where like when the mask shifted and like and everything turned into Sparxie, that I was like, okay, that's actually a really great way of once again doing it. Because like I think like, you know, some people might say, like, Calvin, how do you keep getting fooled by this Sparxie stuff? And I feel like I'm able to like pick up on it a lot. Like if you look back, like I pick up on it like a lot quicker than I would in some other things. Watch the... Dude. Okay. I do pick on it better than others, but I still think I like the fact that like Sparxie and Sparkle can still sometimes like trick me for a bit. Like the stuff with Lygus. You know, I don't want to lose that idea where I'm questioning everything. I never want to be like that, because that means the Sparxie Sparkle thing is no longer fun. You know, if I'm going around everything going like, is that Sparkle? Like sometimes it's obvious and you're like, oh, that's definitely like something else. Like if they put a question mark over the name and stuff like that. But like I don't want to like play this game being like, you know, this is probably Sparkle, and even if it's not, who cares? I questioned it. It's like I don't want to do that. It's like I go around this place like, sometimes you'll pick up on it, sometimes you won't, and I like that I don't pick up on it. I like that sometimes I don't know it's Sparxie or Sparkle, and then I get to be like have that moment of like, oh my god, that's so fun. And it is so fun. It's always a fun moment. Or sometimes it's a relieving moment, like when what happened to Lygus. But yeah, that moment when the mask was took over Sparxie's face, and such a cool design. You see like the extent of how mischievous Sparxie is and how willing they are to do this. And we found out that once the mask is on, that's it. You cannot take it off. It's not made for anyone else. She has found this mask, and she now has obtained this mask, the mask that we were trying to find as well. I thought it was like really, really well done, the whole sequence, because it was an interesting way of doing it, and also then a great design on Sparxie, a great tension between us and like Stell and Sparxie, and then it was we were brought out of there. I thought it was like Welt's voice, but maybe not. But we were brought out of there, and that's when we met Evanessa. And again, I think the presentation of the introduction of Evanessa was so good. Because from a distance, I thought this character was going to be like that sweet type of character that you need sometimes, right? Like, and again, they've done it before, like with a Cyrene type character, which like, again, Cyrene is so layered and so, has so many different amazing things to her. Like Cyrene is that kind of like very open and honest and beautiful character who like guides you to some places and helps you out in certain situations, right? And, you know, and that's not, they haven't done it like a million times. I'm just saying that there are characters like this. So I thought like, oh, maybe they're having like, this is going to be our character that kind of like is like our guide. The character that's kind of like very nice to us and very ethereal and magical. And it's like, okay, this might be this world's Cyrene, you know? But actually, like, this is the world's Bugs Bunny. You know, she is off the wall. She's not bouncing literally, but like, she's like moving around the camera all the time. She has such an interesting way of like talking. Everything is like based on like comic books and like protagonists and stories and stuff like this too. And she kind of like helps us out in this way by asking us like, you know, do we want to fight against Sparxie? Do we want to help out with this stuff too? And it seems like she has to like look for something in return as well. But what she did for us, she gave us this like raccoon mask that she drew herself. And it seems like Cell did say that it is like actually a mask for like the Phantasm Moon games. This might be our mask that we're going to use for the games. I'm not sure. But like it was a really cool idea as well. And again, as I said, presentation is so incredible for Vanessa. I love the, as I said, the cartoonish like moving around the place going, hey, you know, they smiling behind us, and like the drawing, what you call it, montage was so cartoony as well. Her like first time we see her, she's like all scary coming out of the wall, and then she like plops down and like, you know, extends a hand out to us as well. Like her whole presentation has been fantastic. It's a great, interesting new way of presenting a character. We've had characters in the past that feel very like, you know, wild and off the wall, but this specifically, she feels like a cartoon, and I love that aspect. I love that, like, because again, I think that you can. It doesn't make her dumb or make her silly or make her stupid or something like that. I'm not saying, and I would never say that. What I mean when I say cartoonish is like it makes her feel like she's otherworldly, like she is like a control of the space that we don't even realize. But yeah, loved her presentation. Such an interesting character, and I can't wait to see her again as well. But she sent us out of the with this mask as well, in the hopes of defeating Sparxie as well. We also saw like the actual place that we were in there as well. The presentation of this place was fantastic. The moon that was shining down in the water was so gorgeous. Like even though there was no moon there, but like it was like still reflected in the water. The whole presentation of the location was great too. And we also had one of the best conversations to me in this entire game. I adored the Pearl and Yao Guang conversation, because from the second she enters the room, the air felt heavy, because there was a negotiation going on here that we didn't even realize what was happening. And yes, we did realize it because we're like, oh, there's a tension here, but like it was like this subtle negotiation, which was a negotiation through like subtle words and like looks and like, you know, like this is what I mean, but this is what I mean. And it was actually like really well done in that sense. And I, for like honestly, like the moment to moment present, again, we talk about presentation of a character and introduction of a character, introducing Yao Guang here when we already heard about her before, but like seeing her here in this form too. As I said throughout this whole time, her eyes, the way she smiles, the way she talks, everything is like this very like, you can tell why she's been sent as like the negotiator here, the one who's able to like, you know, do the talking here. And we find out through her in one of the best like story beats, so freaking awesome, that Blade has been hired, and we find this out later, of course, as well, the information, but Blade has been hired by the I can forget the name already, Tales of Symphonia gang, to enter the Phantasm Moon games with them. And from the perspective of Yao Guang, this is a very dangerous thing. The idea of having someone like Blade in the Phantasm games, someone who is giving crimes that are terrifying and crazy against the Xianzhou, the unpardonable crimes and all this stuff as well. This is something that like she believes is something, you know, has to be stopped, and she wants to stop this from happening, and she wants to prevent the gang from getting what they want with this as well. And I love how this is used as leverage, because this is something that, of course, from the perspective of someone like Pearl, having someone like Blade in the Phantasm Moon games is a terrifying thing. Because while we love Blade, and while I trust Blade, and while I think Blade is actually just like a very, and you might be like, I don't trust Blade, but I trust the Shadowhunters more than I trust like most characters in this game. I really do. I trust them more than I trust most characters in this game, and I stand by that. They are the reason that the world is even alive right now. Stell is the reason, but and all the other characters, but I'm saying that like they led Stell to those moments as well, and also like, again, I love them dearly. But yeah, it still is from any outside perspective and any like perspective in general, even us, like, yeah, Blade is a dangerous character. He's scary. He's brutal. He will attack on sight. This is who he is. He's not afraid of death. So yeah, it's understandable that someone would be like, oh my God, maybe we should stop this from happening. And she even like described as like, Yao Guang described as like this being like a destructive thing for the entire Plan Arcadia, someone trying to destroy Plan Arcadia, which that is like maybe the power of Blade in that sense too. But we know we have Blade stepping foot on Plan Arcadia, being hired as like the #1 assassin of the Xianzhou. And the leverage that is used there is like, you don't want this here right now. Let me do this. Let me do what I have to do to get Blade and Pearl. Then we can talk about the Alliance. Because to Pearl's perspective, she's like, what is more important? Like, she genuinely believes this. What is more important than the Alliance? Why do you keep like dodging this? But it's like, yeah, if you let me do this, then we can talk. What beautiful, like, tension-filled, like, leverage. And this whole conversation was like a debate without being a debate. It was a negotiation without there being, like... It was only towards the end there was a negotiation, but, like, in words, in plain words. But throughout the whole time, there was, like, this, like, undertone of a negotiation that was happening right then and there, right? Let me get Blade. Let me have free will. You worry about the Phantasm games. I'll worry about this. Instantaneous shot into my heart. Instantaneous moment of, like, I cannot... This is so fun. We have a new part to this story. Blade is here on Planet Arcadia. Yao Guang is here to stop Blade. And she wants free will reign to stop Blade, so that and then she will negotiate, or maybe even like just join with the IPC's anti-destruction alliance. But it's the reason why I love Honkai Star Rail all rolled into one. There's politics there, right? There is the tension-filled like negotiations that are so good in this game as well. There's a new story beat that is like so like. I know what you say out there, but like it's instantaneously like this thing that like changes the game forever, which again I love when they do that too. New characters like Yao Guan, who like, and Pearl and Vanessa, like they all have this thing in this episode. We saw so many like, I know we already saw Pearl, but like I feel like we're getting to know the characters even more as well. Like there's so much I love about Honkai Star Rail like rolled into all of these scenes, and especially that scene with Pearl and Yao Guan. It is the type of scene, as I said, that changes everything. All of a sudden, we have a whole new vibe here on Planet Arcadia. It's not just the Phantasm games we have to worry about. Now we have the idea that there is like the Zansho here, a Zansho general trying to find Blade, who is trying to also enter the Phantasm games, which we're also trying to enter as well. So cool. What a cool change and what a quick way of changing everything almost instantly. I thought that the implementation as well of Qing Yung was really great, because as we said, like they let her keep her personality and keep who she was, so she wasn't actually betraying who she was whatsoever. Like, and you know, she's someone who was captive before, so to be captive by the Zansho and in this against someone who she would see as immoral would be something that would be very upsetting for her. So to see her want to do this mission and like testing Yao Guan, and she's testing her back, it actually was like a really cool idea once again. And I say idea because we already have the idea that Blade is here, right? We already have the idea that like there is a that Sparxie has the mask now. We have the, and I guess not even idea, but story beat. Sparxie has the mask. Blade is here on the Planet Arcadia. Yao Guang is here to negotiate with the IBC. The Pearl wants us to join the Anti-Destruction Alliance. Himiko has a history here on this planet as well. Welt and March are still trapped in the in Sparxie's like nightmare vision thing. There's so many things going on, but nothing feels ever overwhelming. It just all feels like, oh my god, this place is jam-packed with intrigue, and it makes me want to just keep playing. I want to see more of what's going to happen here. And then the Qing Yung section is another thing that adds that too, which is like now we're playing as a character who's infiltrating a gang. We are infiltrating a gang with Sunday and Dan Hong. And the way that it's done is just so fun. The way like Qing Yung is like acting all tough to make sure that she gets the keeps her foot on their neck, so they like believe her that she is one of the main assassins here. The way that like Dan Hong and Sunday are playing along as well. There's this big crime syndicate building, and we're all trying to find information on what they're planning to do. And we did find information. They are planning to put Blade into the Phantasm Moon games, and it's all of this, everything that's happening in Planet Arcadia is just so interesting. And again, I could keep going over and over again all the stuff that's happening. I just did, so I need to go over it again. Like everything that's happening just makes me so interested. Like I can't wait to see what's happening with everyone. Like it's one of those times where like there's no lesser than stories. Again, there's like I think even like in anything with like in Honkai Star Rail, they're very good at like making like the A stories, the B stories all really matter. But like this is the first time I feel like they've had. No, and I feel like they haven't, because I feel like what happens is, and they're really good at this in Honkai Star Rail too, because like, say, like, Amphorius will do a thing where it's like, the first part of the story is Flame Chase Journey. That's the overarching thing, right? And then there's mini stories in between there, right? They add the Flame Reaver, they add this, they add the Caster's backstory, they add all that stuff, that they're very good at this stuff. Like like Pentagon is the same thing, something is wrong with the dream, but they add in like, Aventurine story is there as well. We have Robin and Sunday's story together. We have the story of the former Stratosphere Express members. They have like this overarching beautiful story, this premise, and it's already great, and then they add all these other things to it. And here it's like Phantasm Moon games. Blade is here. Sparxie's caught all our friends. Ting Yung's infiltrating the mafia to find out what's happening with Blade. There is an IPC debate going on about the Anti-Destruction Alliance. There's parasocialism and streamer culture and commercialism. There's so many things added onto that branch, and it's just a Honkai Star Rail staple of doing that. And I think it's really, really great. And I feel like, again, as I said, there's no like downturn where I'm like thinking I don't want to see these less than anything else. If they like, I want to see the stuff with Ting Young. I want to see the stuff with Blade. I want to see the stuff with Stella. I want to see the stuff with Sparxie. I want to see. I want to see everything. I want to see Himiko's time here as well. I want to see everything. There's nothing in this story that makes me not want to see anything in this story. And even the fun we were having at the end there too, with like the gang members, like, you know, squaring up to someone who could literally kill them, and Don Hung and Sunday playing along with the names also. And I really loved how they, like, Sunday picked up on it very quickly. I think I'm just saying this. I think Sunday picked up on like the kind of trickery and the playing along thing, because his whole life was kind of playing along. Right? A large portions of his life were like adhering to the family and pretending that he was, like, you know, really with the family and really liked the family. And I feel also he's dealt with people like the family as well who were underhanded and shady. So I think from a mile away, he was like, okay, we got to play along here. You know, he's that type of person that is really good with that stuff. And then Don Hung is more straightforward and more straight-laced, but even he kind of like realized it was time to help too. And I wonder how that's going to work too with Don Hung here on Planet Arcadia, with Blade also being here too. We know that like Blade didn't like forgive Don Hung and didn't forget Don Hung. I think he even like said, like, you know, as well, like, it's like, you know, there was like a bitterness when Don Hung was leaving as well. So it is an element there too where it's like, okay, something might happen with that also. So we have to watch that also. But every part of it's intriguing. Every part of the story is so intriguing. And I wish I could like describe it even better than I am. I wish I could sit here and tell you exactly like why I think this is absolutely amazing. Because I hope I've expressed it well. Because even now, you know how much I love what's happening here and how much I want to play more and how much I want to see more. And how much I want to like see so much of this game, even in the first part of this. It's the fact that like I've talked for what, like 20 minutes now? I've talked for 20 minutes right now. And instead of feeling like, oh, I've accomplished a lot with this conversation, I feel like I left out. I feel like I haven't expressed enough how much I like this. And you guys are gonna be like, no, you definitely did, probably, maybe, I don't know. But I'm like, I can't express enough how my stomach is burning and my heart is pounding to see more of this. I'm so excited. They have turned Planet Arcadia from being already a beautiful location, such a gorgeous place, such a beautiful, stunning place, into something that is like already had a great story with the Phantasm games and the Sparxie stuff and the intrigue with that as well. But now, again, adding Blade to it, adding Ting Young to it, adding Don Hung and Sunday in the mix too, adding the stuff with Sparxie and the mask, all the stuff, and Evanesca and her story as well. It's all made me just be like, I cannot wait for more. And you could say, well, Calvin, don't you have the feeling of, yeah, I've had that. That's Honkai Star Rail. Like, they're so good at this. They're so freaking good at, like, creating an overarching story, adding so many elements that just makes you want to play more. I love this game so much. I love this game so much, guys. It's so good. It's so good. Guys, if you want to see these videos early, you can do so on YouTube members or on Patreon for €1. Every single Honkai Star Rail video is early on YouTube members and Patreon. And that's for the entire month that you give the €1. If you want to see your name go by in the text credits, which is going by right now, that is a Chunky Baby Gangsta tier, and you get your name in every single video as a credit at the end of the video as I'm doing the ending discussion as well. If you want to hear your name as a verbal shout-out, which is the shout-out at the end of the video, that is the €15 tier on YouTube members and Patreon, the I Can Never Repay the Baby Gangsta tier on Patreon and YouTube members, and as the highest tier that goes on both of them as well. And I'm going to read out the patrons' names first at the highest tier, that being Typharo2, Jamie Bull, Jana the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Delicious Felix, Yuld, Anusta, Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Leon, Hikesperian, Neo Sharite, Leah 200, Malcolm Kunde, Axler21, and the highest tier of my YouTube members, Blasco and Lucinagi. See you guys so soon. Bye-bye.